Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to another session of Cogent. I finally have revealed the name of the campaign, or this arc in the campaign, and it is the Beasts of Redwall. We are only joined by two people again. We have had, it is my fault. I've not been, maybe not letting people know ahead of time as well, as I should have. But hopefully next time we'll have a fuller party. But it's going to be a little side adventure again with Uthred and making his first appearance, Nox. So people already know you, Uthred. Nox, do you want to describe yourself and maybe talk about your character a bit and just say hi?
Oh goodness, I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot so soon.
Don't worry, just be yourself, man. Like this is just for fun.
But remember, if you mess up,
You messed up
forever because it's on the internet.
Wrap the recording and start again.
Well, I was just going to say it's forever. It's on the internet.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Great job. Now we're going to get sued from O'Reilly, from Bill O'Reilly.
That would be bad. No, but just like what your character, like maybe like your age, like your kind of behavior, maybe what you've been up to for the past couple of days, your race, stuff like that. Just
all right. I play the character Nox, who is a street rat from the city of Redwall. He lives mostly in the Yellow Belly district, but will venture out sometimes to steal and forage for himself, as he is an orphan and lives by himself without a home. He has white hair and green eyes. Yes, as you can see. And most of his clothes are ratty, as he doesn't often get the chance to purchase new ones. He is slightly thin from malnourishment, and yeah. He is a Wraithkin.
that's about right. That's enough.
About it.
That's enough. Okay. So, Nox, you haven't really participated in the last couple sessions. What have you been up to these past couple days?
Nox has been doing what he does best, which is just stealing and pickpocketing, and trying to feed himself mostly.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Nox, we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday, Uthred. So, Uthred, right now you're in the Church of the Bright Lord in Redwall.
Yes.
You're staying there with Kilroy, and the two of you are still drenched in this kind of like white, like bloody material.
Shouldn't we do the recap?
Well, we can do this. So I'll do the recap real quick. So
okay.
What happened last session? Let's see. A lot happened last session. So
I don't prefer to talk about last session.
So Uthred went ahead and he woke up, and people were kind of like in and out of the Weeping Anvil and stuff, and so Uthred wanted to go out and buy some clothes. He was kind of feeling the chill of what's it called now? And so Nox, if your clothes are ratty, again, you also are kind of feeling this chill as it kind of shifts from autumn towards winter. And you went ahead to the Guildsport, trying to find suitable clothing in order to kind of just warm yourself up. And Kilroy and Koyo came with you to try to show you where it was. Unfortunately, it was Saturday, and they weren't open on Saturday, and so without any options,
which makes great business sense.
Without any options, really, you guys went ahead and went to the Church of the Bright Lord in Brightward to just try to get any clothing. As apparently Kilroy told you that they have some kind of clothing drive over there where they'll keep clothes for young orphans and stuff, trying to spread goodwill. You guys went ahead and went over there, and you guys got a whole theology lesson on the Church of the Bright Lord, about their weird gods, and about Cleverus and Lilithin and the Leviathan and all these kind of weird gods and what they call them brights, not gods, brights. And so you kind of learned all this, and so as you were talking to Father Zephyrim and Sarah and Jacob, the two acolytes there, Father Elijah came over and was complaining to Father Zephyrim about their rat problem in the basement, in the crypt.
Yeah, the rat problem.
Yeah, and so he was asked, and Father Elijah was just terrified of these fucking rats, and he didn't want to go down there, and he'd been leaving this problem off for weeks and stuff, and Father Zephyrim was kind of getting on his case, and Father Zephyrim went ahead and said that he would be willing to pay you guys to clear out the rats, as it was in the will of the good Lord. In the will of the good Lord. No, but Father Zephyrim said he wasn't going to pay you anything.
Oh yeah.
Father Elijah, who seems a bit more street smart, he went ahead and walked with you guys over to the crypt, and he went and offered to pay you guys a single commerce point, or the equivalent of a couple copper, to clear out the rats. And he gave you a small bag of this white powder, this poison, and he told you to go into the burrows and go ahead and and actually here, this might help it for the recap here. I can move you guys over.
Yeah, you gotta pull that map back up.
It was a pretty good map
right now, or are you describing what's going on right now?
No, we're leading up to that point here. So
got it. Okay.
No, we need to go to the other one.
I know. Because I can reveal it. So this, what you guys are gonna see, is not necessarily accurate of what's going on down there right now.
But it's what happened.
It is what happened. That is correct, Jake.
Yeah, it is exactly what happened.
Let me go ahead and reveal some stuff here. So yeah, while you guys were down there disposing of these rat nests, you guys came upon, you guys kind of got locked in. Apparently they always have a problem with the door leading down here, and you were given the key and stuff, and Father Elijah promised to go ahead and come down and check on you guys in a bit. However, the door locked behind you guys, and you guys went through and you got rid of all of these rat nests and poisoned them all. And you guys kept rolling really bad on your perception checks. And at a certain point, though, you kind of came upon this strange door, and that would be up over here.
Oh, the blood room.
And inside, you found this sarcophagus behind this hidden wall that had a picture of a wave splashing into a wall. And by actually doing a little puzzle work, you guys actually didn't figure it out there. You guys actually did all the rat nests, got to these doors over here, the actual doors out of the crypt. You figured out the puzzle how to get out, and then you're like, oh, we should go back there and go look at that. And you guys were running low on lantern oil, but you decided to risk it and go ahead and do it. So you guys ran over there.
That reminds me, I need to take my lantern off of my...
Yes, you do need to take your lantern off your sheet.
Because I definitely left that bitch down there.
Yeah. And so while you guys were opening up this thing, you opened up this secret chamber in the back, and you went ahead and found a really peculiar scene. It was this, what you can only assume to be some kind of pool of like blood, and riding and kind of floating up on top of it was this sarcophagus. It had these chains binding it, almost like a if you ever seen like one of those floating docks in the middle of a lake, like that. And Uthred, you notice that on this sarcophagus, as with many of the other sarcophaguses down here that have a small symbol or item placed on the sarcophagus, some kind of memento, you saw this immaculate, gorgeous, pure crystal blue ring. And you went ahead and you tried to jump over onto this floating sarcophagus and grab this ring. And in the process, you slipped. Fell into this blood pool, and as your head submerged underneath, you looked around, holding your breath. And the only light you could see was apparently the light from above you from Kilroy holding the lantern. But all out around you was just infinite depth of dark red murky water.
And then I saw it. The blood monster.
You saw something beneath you. You couldn't quite make it out, but you saw these red eyes as it rocketed up towards you, and you swam with all your strength, barely moving in this heavy, viscous, blood-like substance, and you're able to just barely pull yourself out back onto the stones. Now, a little bit scared and not willing to risk it again, you and Kilroy came up with an idea to use a rope to kind of drag the sarcophagus closer over to the the stone outcrop here, and you were then able to successfully get on top and snatch the ring before jumping off. Now that was all great, and I think
Kilroy was
what?
Which Kilroy was surprisingly okay with me grave robbing, which means I wouldn't have used any of my destiny points to sleight of hand all the mace and the freaking shield I found.
You have never asked.
I know. I just assumed he wouldn't be okay with grave robbing.
You did grave rob. I've missed the part. You grave robbed a mace and a buckler up here,
shield,
which came in useful. The buckler did as you guys began to exit and walk your way out back towards the opening that you just opened up with your flask of water. Your oil lantern on its last couple legs of fuel. You saw this thing here. Let me go ahead and kind of make this guy a little bit bigger here. But you saw this.
He's an infected.
Underground, whoops.
And yeah, you saw this monstrosity, and this thing assaulted you, Kilroy, and Koyo. And with the three of you combined, you were barely able to hold it off and kind of kill it. And you, I believe, how did you bash the dagger through its like weird?
Yes, I bashed it through its skull because I had already hit it once. So then I just jabbed it in the same spot again.
Yeah, and when you guys dispatched that, it made this kind of like horrifying screech, and then you guys proceeded to try to make your way out. And as you guys began to try to leave the crypt, you were just assaulted from all sides
these two bastards,
which, to be honest, weren't that difficult to take down. They're rotting.
Yeah, I
flesh.
did curb stomp the fuck out of them.
They were much more easily dealt with than that big guy. And you guys made your way out. And as you guys made your way out up to this final rampart up here, you guys realized that you hear all these clicking and growling and screeching noises from around you, from the rooms around, as the coffins in here begin to bust open, and these monstrosities with these weird, almost like fungal tentacles growing out of their eyes, and these mushrooms on their heads begin to fill out into this room and assault you guys. And you guys were just barely able to make it your way to the door and kind of set up a choke point at the door and able to open the door up with the water trick again and get your way out. And then you went ahead and that's what happened to you, and you made your way out, and you were stopped by the people up top over here.
Yeah, I should have gave Father Elijah a big hug.
So you guys made your way up here, and yeah, you guys, that's what you did.
Oh, you forgot Koyo is like throwing up like.
So Koyo during this thing
stuff.
has ripped out like 2 throats and ripped up like 3 Achilles ankles of these things.
Rip.
And every time these things bleed, they bleed this kind of thick, viscous white blood. And Koyo, getting this stuff in his mouth and in his face, has been vomiting this stuff up. And so that's where we left off with you guys. And Felix, we can give a quick recap of Felix.
He got drunk at university.
He got drunk at a university. So Felix went over here, university, and he went ahead and met some strange characters. He met the Professor DeWitt, kind of coarse and kind of very dirty mouthed professor.
Is that the one next to him?
No, this was the groundskeeper, Joe the gardener.
That's DeWitt right there.
Yeah, DeWitt is over here. But he met old Joe, this kind of groundskeeper, this really tall, lanky groundskeeper, who went ahead and grabbed Felix off the ground and dragged him over to his like what you can assume to be his workshop / living quarters, and he gave him a cup of tea and like roused him and got him kind of back up on his feet, and then left him there to recuperate, as he had chugged a lot of liquor in his discussion with the professor about.
We found out that Lady Redwall was kind of promiscuous in college.
We learned that Professor DeWitt had a crush on her, apparently, or something.
Well, and they drank a lot, and it was alluded to that she was promiscuous in high school, in college.
So yeah, that's what kind of happened there, and we're gonna pick... Shame.
That is honestly the best scene from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So we're gonna pick up back in the cathedral right now. And actually, we're gonna, just for the sake of expediency here and actually getting you guys able to do what you guys actually want, you guys are standing there covered in blood, and you have to wait
Bye-bye
there.
stuff.
You have to wait there for about another probably like 20 minutes as everyone on the side of the room is again piling back, and you can just hear the faint like scratching at the stone wall that's underneath there, holding these fucking disgusting creatures. The
Oh no!
spore
Hold
beings
on.
at bay.
Would blood count as water?
Nope.
With their pus? Okay, thank
No.
God. I was like, we're about to get attacked again, Jack.
And anyways, you guys are kind of sitting there, and Kilroy's is kind of waiting there on the stairs, just kind of petting Koyo as he's vomiting up this weird viscous like white shit. And not too shortly after, some guards appear in here, and they kind of look you guys up and down, and they go, just stay right there. And they're begin talking amongst themselves. And
is one Tom?
No.
Damn it.
Pretty shortly after that,
I'm gonna give him his knife back.
Two people wearing basically what looks like surgical robes and stuff come up, and at this point you can see that in this room with you, and maybe I can allude to this here with a couple of well-placed guards here, but essentially this entire cathedral now has been blocked off, and there are guards down here kind of the south, kind of like holding up a printer, and the father and all of these other kids have been pulled back behind this line over here. And these kind of people come forward in these kind of surgical like aprons, and they have masks on, like plague. Actually,
you forgot Sarah.
Actually, hold on, I got.
Wait, where are these people? I don't see them.
Oh, I haven't placed them. I'm kind of just describing here, but I'll go ahead and do something for you guys here in 1 second.
Got it.
So, have you ever seen the movie Outbreak?
Yeah,
that's what I'm envisioning is happening right now.
Yeah, basically you're having
I'm Jimbo in the airport.
Go ahead and grab this. So these kind of men in kind of plague doctor's outfits kind of approach you, and
oh, nice.
Kind of looking you up and down. They go, and you kind of hear through their muffled masks, "What did you encounter down there?"
A bunch of corpses, or a bunch of creatures with the spore attacked us. They jumped out of the coffins.
Substance on you. Is that their blood?
I mean, I guess. We did kill them.
How many were there?
What did you say? Sorry.
How many were there?
Well, we killed, we killed like 5.
Are there
but there
more
were
down there?
Yeah, there were like probably 20 or 30 more.
Note that down, Jenkins, as this kind of head guy kind of points to one of his lackeys as he like scribbling down a newspaper. Did you, by chance, were there spores down there?
No, I didn't see any spores.
Oh, and he kind of like is twiddling his long beak nose.
As I say through my cloth mask.
Kind of looks and he goes, "No spores. Interesting. And how did the?
There were two big blue dudes.
So were there people? How? He kind of looks and kind of twiddling his thumb on the tip of his nose. You said, where did the bodies come from? There must have been people to be infected.
Well, there was no. We were the only ones down there. We saw them jump out of the coffins, the majority of them, and then there were these 2 big dudes with like big misformed head and tentacles, and they were like blue colored. We killed one of them, but there's still one down there, and he was kind of like watching the whole fight. One of them.
Watching? That's impossible. They have no intelligence.
Well, I can go unlock the door real quick, and you can go take a look if you want.
Oh, you buffoon! Don't unlock the door! Give me the... And he kind of looks at the key and like kind of going like, never mind, just set that down right there. Don't hold that.
And I put it down.
He kind of like looks around and goes, you say they came from the coffins?
Yes, they broke up through the coffins.
That's impossible. There's no way they would have allowed bodies down there that had spore.
I mean, how else do you propose that it happen?
He's kind of twiddling his thumb. This will require some investigation. We're gonna have to ask you. He kind of looks at you as you're like, you and Kilroy are kind of covered up in this like bloody like white shit. He's like, we're gonna have to ask you to remove your clothes.
Say what now?
You see, you are saturated in their fluids, and while there's been no...
we just wash it off with water?
Well, there's been no suggestion that the fluid carries any of the transmissibility of the disease. We can't take any chances, and it will be incinerated.
These are the only pair of clothes I have.
No, we will compensate you, of course, but if you don't remove
what,
those
1
clothes...
copper?
No, we'll reimburse you for the quality of your clothes. And of anything we destroy, but everything must be incinerated.
So, I get nothing. Because my clothes are worth nothing.
No. Well, if you say so.
Do we have to go get treatment?
Kira kind of looks at you and he goes, he kind of just like looks at.
Oh wait, pause. He still has Sirius's cloak on.
Yeah, he does. And it is ruined.
Nice.
It is legit. Like it has got like all this bloody like white shit all over it. And Kilroy kind of just looks at the doctor and goes, "Can we have some privacy?" They go, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. However, we will need you to remove everything, and, Jenkins, go get them, the suits. And Jenkins kind of nods his head, kind of like runs off, like, frantically. Please, yes, and do your business. And these two kind of plague doctors kind of like turn around, and, Kiora kind of like just looks at you and looks down and he goes, well, I guess I'll go over here. And he kind of just turns his back to you and just starts undressing.
I'm going to walk down here a little bit so I can get privacy. I'm going to honestly, so the ring, it was in my pocket. Would that also be soap?
You said you put it in your coin pouch, right?
Yeah, I did. I put it in my coin pouch.
I would assume it's a coin pouch, no, but this shit is on your hands.
So, well, since I'm already taking, I'm assuming I have my jacket on. So I'm assuming most of it went on my jacket.
Yes. But it did like splatter, like, because I'm assuming like this is like a Walking Dead fight where you're like stabbing stuff and there's
no,
blood.
I agree. What I'm doing is I'm going to take the jacket off, then I'm going to take my shirt off, and then where the shirt has clean spots, I'm going to wipe my hands off.
Okay, sure.
And then I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know how I'm going to like hide this ring.
You could swallow it. Or just put it in your mouth.
I'm going to swallow the ring. I'm swallowing the ring.
Oh gosh.
Would you want to swallow? You can just put it in your mouth first.
I'll put it in my mouth. Yes, I'm going to put it in my mouth. And then I'm going to
tuck it in your cheek.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
So I move back up. I'm naked now, and then I'm taking all my items out of my bag and throwing them down. So like they're going to see me like take 2 daggers. I'm putting 2 daggers on the ground. I'm putting.
So as you're kind of like placing all this stuff here, this one over here, this lackey, this other guy goes, just grab that stuff and put it in the sack. And they kind of have this like large, like heavy burlap sack. And this guy's like gingerly reaching down and grabbing each of these things by like the very tip of like the blade, and like he's like, ugh, and he's like dropping all this stuff. And he's going. Well, and Jenkins at this point has returned with the extra clothing. And
I'm going to ask
Jenkins
them, what about the contents? What about the contents of my backpack? It's not soaked through the backpack.
What do you have in there? Show us.
I'm gonna pull a mace out.
He kind of just looks at it.
And then I'm gonna pull my rope out. And then I believe I have 2 pipes in there.
What the fuck? Who just walks around with this shit?
And I'm gonna take out my necklace that I kept from my mother.
Well, anything in there? Just I assume you're showing. Are you touching this stuff?
No, I'm just showing it.
Because if you show it, he goes, just don't touch any of it, and we will safely remove and disinfect everything in there. But any weapons that came into contact or clothing that came into contact.
The mace wasn't used at all.
I see. What about the shield?
Nope, shield wasn't used. I wiped all the stuff off, by the way, Jack.
No, you did. You never said that.
Shut up. I used my shirt.
I thought that was to wipe off your hands.
Yeah, you never
And
did.
it was.
Don't worry. We kind of looks you. We will reimburse you for anything we destroy here, and let me record what we have to destroy. And they kind of like record and jot down. And so, right about now, Nox, you've been kind of wandering the streets and stuff in the morning, and you're just kind of you kind of had a fun day in Yellow Belly for like the early morning, kind of pickpocket people as they go to and fro from work.
Should we pick up a commerce point?
And you already did. At that point, you kind of make your way through Sharana Square, and you see this like a massing of people gathered around the cathedral and stuff. And out front, you see Commander Royce like barking orders to guards for people to stay back.
She doesn't know yet, does she? She's about to get her heart broken twice.
Who? Wait, what?
Commander Royce. I mean, so just go with it. Go with it. So that's what you see, Nox.
Yeah. So I was planning on coming to get some clothes because, like you said, it's starting to get cold out, and I know that the church does offer clothes in the winter.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of make your way over there, and out front you see Commander Royce, and she kind of makes eye contact with you and kind of points you over to one of the edges of where the guards are. Like we're kind of lessen a bit, and she kind of points you over there, and she begins kind of walking that direction.
She points over to a place.
Like she's like she looks at you. She looks at you, and she like points over there to like she's inside this circle of all these guards, keeping all the people away from the cathedral. But she's like
this is outside the cathedral.
Yes, this is all outside the cathedral. You're not inside the cathedral.
Got it. I didn't think so.
I can't always represent exactly what's going on with like
what
I find on Google.
Yeah. So she's like pointing somewhere.
Yeah, she's pointing at the edge of the circle, and she kind of like pushes through the guards.
Imagine like a half moon, kind of like a semicircle of guards.
Well, here
like a riot control.
I can do this for you if that helps you. Here, let me draw this real quick. So.
Oh no, I got that part.
Red is the guard.
Is she trying to like?
She's trying to motion
to go somewhere.
She's trying to motion for you to like meet her at the edge of the guards.
That's what I figured. Okay, yeah. I don't know, just the way you said it confused me.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go up and meet her, I suppose.
So let me go ahead and pull out Commander Royce. Oh. Royce. Nox.
Where's Nox?
See, you guys are kind of this edge here, and she kind of like pushes through the guards, and she kind of like barks an order at them to like reform and just, like keep the people back. And she goes, "Nox." Alright, and she kind of looks you up and down, and she kind of looks, how are you taking the new? And it's super loud out right now, and she kind of like looks around and realizing that she can't even talk to you, she goes, "Here, follow me." And she says, "Move back." And she orders one of the guards in front of her to kind of step forward a bit, and she kind of steps through, and she lets you through if you want.
Fall close behind her.
And she kind of leads you into the cathedral a second, and inside there she kind of takes off her helmet, and her face right now, like, she has heavy bags under her eyes, and her hair looks like it hasn't been properly combed in like a day or two. And she just looks like tired and worse for wear. She walks inside and she kind of pulls off her helmet, and she kind of looks at you and goes, and she kind of tucks her helmet under her arm, and she goes, "Nox, I haven't seen you in a day or two. Where have you been? I didn't see you with Uthred or anyone else."
Yeah, I just been about.
She kind of looks, I'm assuming you heard about Helena.
No, what happened?
She kind of like gets caught up in her throat and kind of Helena, sure she killed someone, Nox. She drank his blood, broke an ancient law. Kind of looks down at her feet, and you kind of see the tears kind of cornering up in her eyes. She kind of like wipes them away, and she kind of looks and goes, "But now this whole thing with apparently there's some sort of spore infection deep in the crypts below.
You're just going to hear Uhtred yell out really loudly, "This is bullshit!" as he throws his hat and he makes a metal clink
oh no,
on the wall.
The hat!
Wait. What's with the hat?
I got razor blades in the hat, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She kind of turns her head and she goes, Uhtred? And she kind of begins to kind of make her way over this way, and she kind of forgets about you for a second, Knox, and you guys kind of get over here, and as you pass, these kind of people in these bright white robes. This guy, oh gosh, I gotta move the camera. This guy, these two are kind of older gentlemen, and they appear to be wearing. Well, this guy on the right here appears to be a vampire, and this guy on the right here, it's kind of hard to say. He's kind of got a lot of stuff covering his face and got this like weird makeup on. And these kind of like angel wings protruding from his head in this like ceremonial.
As far as I'm concerned, both of their races are bitches. Because they couldn't go handle the rats themselves.
And you see this, these two other like younger acolyte people, which you can't quite make it out. You think they're vampires, but you're not 100% sure. And as you guys kind of walk down this long red velvet carpet, they go, wait, and the Spore kind of stops, and she kind of gets up between. You can't go over there. The Spore. And Commander Royce just kind of like looks at the girl and goes, "Oh, don't worry, honey. I'm a captain of the guard. This is my job." She goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just And at this point, Nox, make me a perception check.
Okay.
And that will be and actually now I actually have this, so I have challenge level now for you guys. That's gonna be a uncommon task, a CL2, just to hear Uhtred screaming.
To hear him screaming? Oh, I guess it's kind of loud.
Yeah, so, because kind of like the rustle of these guards are talking, and it's kind of all the way across this kind of massive cathedral, which kind of echoes nicely, but you guys are in the middle of a conversation.
You just be a hat fly.
Jake, I need you to also make me a perception check. It'll be a common task.
Oh, wait. Ooh, my level up in perception.
Go. Yes. So as you are undressing and furiously removing your soiled clothing and stuff that's been exposed to this white material, this white blood, kind of peek over your shoulder, and Kilroy's like turned to you, and he's like taking off. He's like trying to do it quickly and stuff. As you guys are being handed kind of these, they almost look like workman overalls and stuff, and they're also handing on top of that. They're handing you like these like leg doctor suits that are a little bit too big for you guys, but you guys like trying to put them on. But as Kilroy is kind of like, you turn around, you see Kilroy, basically his entire body is bandaged, and it's all been soaked with this kind of like white viscous like shit. And he's kind of unwrapping it quickly underneath and like taking it all off. And underneath, his whole back and like arms and his like all up around his neck especially, from what you can see, is just like all scar tissue. It looks like he's been like daggers raked across him essentially.
I'm gonna walk over to him because I'll say I already got mine on because I'm not fucked up like that. I'm gonna go, "Hey, Kilroy, just slow down," and I'm gonna help him put his stuff on.
Well, the two doctors here go, step back, don't touch him, no cross-contamination." And Kilroy at this point, he realized that everyone's looking at him, and he kind of just like is blushed and kind of like goes like, "Oh," and he kind of instinctively covers his privates and shit. And I
look at the doctors and go, "Cross-contamination from what? We're both soaked in the same shit."
Kilroy goes, "Turn around!" And he's like,
I turn around,
and the doctor's like, "Whoop!" And they flip. And Kilroy kind of just goes. He just keeps unwrapping these like long bandages and takes them all off and stuff, and he's gonna go ahead.
I go to the doctors. I go, hey,
what?
Cross-contamination between what? We were both about died down there.
But you're clean on the outside right now. I don't want you touching him and getting all of that stuff then. Yeah, and at this point, Kilroy's kind of finally putting on this like oversized plague doctor's outfit. Back over to Nox and Commander Royce. Commander Royce kind of just nods at this little girl and goes, "Don't worry, honey. This is our job." And she's gonna kind of push forward here to the guards over here, and
I'm gonna look as official as possible.
You're gonna look as official as possible.
Yeah, like I'm meant to be here behind her, like I'm associated with her and not just a street rat.
Make me a deception check, because like you look like a street rat.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a difficult task. This is gonna be level 4. Nope.
Okay, well, that's, I don't think I'm gonna make that one.
No, and so you don't look like an official, like, you stand out like a sore thumb. And as Commander Royce kind of approaches this line of guards that seems to be holding, like, a position, and you're not quite sure what they're holding a line here for, as they all kind of seem tense, all with their, and so actually what they're using, does anybody know what a billhook is?
A billhook?
Is it the man catcher?
No! So a billhook is a real historical weapon. Because I'm trying.
I think I know what it is.
It's like it's a halberd, pole arm. Hold on, or it's not a halberd. It's a pole arm. This is what a billhook.
Like almost like a machete. I don't think it's a pole arm.
It is a pole arm. So if you just look in billhook up online, it'll actually give you like the machete because it was at first an agricultural tool. But here, this is what a billhook kind of looks like. They were kind of like very affordable and effective weapons back in the day.
Where is it?
Oh, geez, hold on. 1 second, boys. I accidentally, you're good. Here, 1 second. I got to upload it on the right screen. So, right there. And it should pop up.
I just looked it up, but
that's what a billhook kind of looks like.
Got it.
Oh, nice.
It's a
okay.
really low quality image, but basically there's like a bladed hook and like a spear top and stuff. And so they're kind of standing there with these kind of bill hooks kind of pressed out, and they're kind of like eyeing, and they're looking at something over here on the towards the right here, and where the voices from before you could hear Nox came from. And so yeah, Nox, Commander Royce kind of approaches, and this guard kind of peeks around Commander Royce and looks towards you, Nox. He goes, "What's the kid doing here?" And Commander Royce goes, "Don't worry about it. Who's that over there?" And she goes, "There's 2 kids over there. They got lost in the crypt or something, killing rats. I don't know." And she goes, "Here, give me some of the." And she points to what looks to be on these like benches now. Looks to be like various kinds of protective gear, like a plague doctor mask and stuff. And she goes, "Here," and she kind of turns to the guard, hands this guard her helmet, and begins to just like rip off her armor and undress in front of all of you guys.
Oh my god.
And she kind of strips down to her like her underclothes and stuff, and she goes ahead and like looks at you, Nox, and goes, "What are you looking at?" She turns back, and she's gonna go ahead and start putting on this plague doctor's outfit.
What you gotta do to get clothes this year?
Huh?
I said.
Oh, I get it.
It's what people gotta do to get clothes.
As she's like putting on this heavy over top like almost like long jacket. She kind of just like cracks a smile at that, and she's gonna go ahead and take on one of these plague doctor masks and go ahead and like put it on, and she goes, "Check me," and as she lets this guard in front of her kind of check her and begin to like look over her and like make sure it's all sealed and stuff, and she goes, "Okay, let me through." And she's gonna go ahead and kind of walk past here, and as she's kind of walking through, she turns over and goes, "Keep an eye on this one." She's gonna kind of walk through and watch her way over here.
Nox, by the way, just like out of RP, Nox would be very proud of Uhtred and his thieving lately.
I would be. Or
yeah, you would be. I mean, grave robbing, swindling.
I literally finessed the guard out of a week's pay and then took his dagger.
I think I was good for that, wasn't I?
Not for the dagger part. I swindled him again for his dagger.
Jake got 2 daggers. It was great. Yeah, so you guys over here, and you kind of get on, and Kilroy manages to finally get on this heavy kind of like oversized plague doctor outfit, and he kind of turns to you two, and at this point, this other plague doctor kind of walks up to you two. And through the muffled mask, you hear a voice. It's kind of hard to make out. And she goes, she kind of looks to these other two and goes, "Who are they?" They go, "Oh, we didn't ask their name. Who are you?" And she kind of goes, "It's me. It's Captain Royce." And they go, "Oh, Captain. Well," and they turn back to you guys. All these like beaky pointed guys are like looking at you. They look actually just like the guys from like Spy vs. Spy.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
I should make like a white one. He's gonna have them have like a war. So he turns over to you, Uhtred, and he goes, "What's your name?"
Uhtred. What's your name?
And this one plague doctor over here goes, "Uhtred, that's you?"
Yeah. Who did you say you were? Crypt? Oh, well, Father Elijah paid us to go kill some rats down there.
She turns over to this other plague doctor who's over here. She goes, Sirius, is that you? And Kilroy goes,
No, that's Kilroy.
No. And she goes, Kilroy? What the fuck are you doing down there? And Kilroy goes, rats.
Yeah.
But
I want to like put up my fist and go, well, we handled business and like start air punching.
Does the dog have a plague doctor?
Like
no,
a dog?
The dog is just sitting there on the ground and he's like kind of just laying on the ground and like being quiet, which is kind of weird. Commander Royce kind of walks forward and goes, "Oh goodness, well you boys will need another treatment like today. We'll take you back over to the medical district to get disinfected. It shouldn't take very long.
Is Lady Redgar going to do anything for Koyo?
She kind of looks down at Koyo and she goes, we'll need to talk about that later. We'll need to, and she turns to these two guys here. Go ahead and go get a bag to bring the dog out. We can't have it exposed to the air." And this guy goes, "Yes, Jenkins, do what she says." And Jenkins flusters off again.
So these doctors keep telling me I will get some new clothes. I don't. Are these the new clothes?
Move out of my way, kid. This plug doctor comes up and grabs like this big burlap sack.
You mean like a body bag? No.
And he can like kind of walk back over here.
You still found a way to kill the dog, even though I saved them.
He kind of makes his way over here and he goes, "Commander!" And he hands her the burlap bag. And Commander Royce is going to go ahead and kind of kneel down your Koyo, who's being kind of quiet right now. And he's kind of like whimpering. And Killer goes, "You're not going to kill him?" She goes, No, nothing like that. We're just taking him out of here. We got to bring him over to the medical district. He needs tests. And she's going to go ahead and kind of put and Koyo kind of tries to resist when she kind of begins to grab him, but she's a lot stronger than she looks as she kind of shoves him into this like large bag and kind of like ties it up and kind of like holds it and kind of puts it over her shoulder. And Koyo kind of struggles in there for a second until he just lays on his back almost like he's in a hammock.
And
she kind of the mental image I got was just her slinging it over her shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Yeah. I was going to be like, "Be careful."
She goes ahead and looks to you guys and kind of stands up and goes, "Well, okay, you guys stick really close to us, okay? We're gonna put you in the back of a wagon out front, and we're gonna take you straight over to the medical district, all right?"
Okay.
Okay. And yeah.
I'm gonna look at the plague doctor. You go, "If any of my stuff that doesn't have this stuff on it, not Commander, I'm looking at the other one.
Jeez,
I'm gonna be really upset.
The balls on this kid."
At least I was man enough to go down there, unlike you guys. And I walked past.
What do you mean? Hey!
You have those fancy suits on. You could go down there and check how bad it is.
We knew there was a plague.
No, but you have the suits on now. Why don't you go down there and handle it?
No, that's not our job. No.
Oh, I see. So it's just the job of us kids.
Jenkins, could you go deal with it? and Jenkins, who has always been like quiet and silent, kind of like turns and like looks between you two guys, like, what?
No, it's more than one person has to go down there.
Well,
I'm just saying, so it's the job of the 14-year-old kid.
The members of the Inquisition will be here shortly, and they'll deal with it.
Expect them.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, you guys are just, you don't have the balls to go do it.
You tread it. She kind of whacks you on the back of your head. You silence your tongue.
Fine.
She kind of just looks over. I'm sorry for his words. He sometimes gets carried away, and she goes, "I tell you, this kid's got the biggest balls. Massive, like the size of grapefruits." She kind of like just like rolls her eyes under her mask, and she's gonna go ahead. So she's gonna start leading you guys down this way. And as they kind of press on. This guy in front goes, "Step back! Step back! Step back!" And these guards kind of begin to part here, making way for by. And the guards and everyone, they kind of in this like line. You guys make your way down. Out of it. Like grapefruits.
Give it up.
Oh,
Give it
sorry,
up for Mellow
grapefruits,
Balls.
not Sorry, let me fix this.
And you guys get in a kind of single line. Nox, you kind of like right up close to it. And as you're walking by, as this first plug doctor kind of is like 5 feet away from, goes, "Step back, child. Small white-haired boy."
I'll move over.
No, he goes, "Small white-haired girl, move back."
I'll send him a dirty look before moving away.
Jeez, what's with the kids these days?
I know better than to mess with.
As I pass, I'm gonna go. What's up, Nox?
Do I recognize him?
Make a perception check level 1.
All right.
It's gonna common task.
Let's,
You got it. Just if it muffles through his mask.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Yeah, you recognize Uhtred as Uhtred's kind of on the tail end here, and you can kind of walk with him for a second and talk if you want.
My eyes start to go wide, and I'm like, Uhtred, what the heck?
And as you kind of get around the back here, so these guards kind of go, whoa, 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 and they kind of like run forward and grab you as you got a little bit too close, and they keep you back a bit. And Uhtred, you're just turned around, kind of like backwards, walking and talking as this guard kind of.
If I live, I'll tell you about it.
I'm gonna try and release my arm from his grip and say, "Hey, what's the big deal, man?
Can't touch him, kid. Are you insane? You can't touch him. Don't get near him."
What did he do this time?
Kid, there's Spore in the crypt. Those two were down there.
And
they
then
might have been infected.
as soon as he mentions the Spore, I just shut up and don't try and fight anymore.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. So you guys are led outside here, and these guards here that are with you guys, they're kind of your Oh, jeez, let me draw a big red slash. Nobody's dead. All is good. Actually, this
Who died?
fucking
Chandelier falls.
All those guards died. The freaking roof collapsed on them.
The incense fell from the ceiling.
No, what happens is that you guys go ahead and you guys make your way outside, and these guards that are with you are kind of your personal escort as they kind of begin to file out, and you guys are moved into these large carriages and stuff. And Nox, the one guard that was told to keep an eye on you, kind of like looks at you and he goes, "Get in the back of the cart, kid."
Can I get
Ask him if he likes to play
set of clothes first?
No, get in the cart.
Ask him if he likes to play games of chance.
So yeah, you go ahead and as you guys are leading out and you kind of mesh with these other guards, you guys are put in the back of these carts, and you guys are led over. Map now.
Oh, I love going back to get my blood to get sticked after 4 days of being in the city. What was it, like 3 days, Jack, in game time? I'm already heading back
I think
to get a second treatment.
I want to say it's 3 days, yeah.
Was there anyone else like in this crypt that just isn't here tonight, or what?
No, it was Jake or Uhtred, and Uhtred just like is like, "Oh yeah, I'll go fucking deal with the rats," and Kilroy just was with him, and so.
Okay.
You were actually really lucky you had Kilroy, because Kilroy had Koyo. Kilroy actually
tell
did good.
him that was supposed to be like a whole party.
Fucked shit up. Yeah, like that was supposed to be a quest. Like it was like a little quest, but it was supposed to be like a lot of the players were supposed to go down there, and it was supposed to be like this big fight. But it was literally Kilroy and Uhtred versus like I think I had like 12 zombies down there.
Well, good thing I freaking swindled that second knife from that freaking guard.
Yeah,
that freaking came
really
in handy.
helped. That really helped.
And good thing I decided to rob a grave.
Yeah, exactly. So let me go ahead and move you guys so you guys are back on the map thing. So yeah, you guys go ahead and make your way out into the cool air, and you two that are kind of insulated in these plague doctor's outfits, you don't really feel any of the chill, but you especially, Nox, as kind of the reason why you kind of stopped pickpocketing, you were just getting too cold. It's beginning like slowly more to become more and more winter as the water's beginning to kind of cool and the air off of the sea is kind of ripping through Serrana Square. So you guys are going ahead in the carriages, you guys are loaded up, and you guys are led over to the medical district. And in there, Uhtred, you again are kind of escorted in as these guards pilot ahead of you and kind of make a way through there and ordering people back as you guys are paraded almost in here. And again, you see the luster and kind of the grandiosity of the inside of the medical district. These
anytime someone like stops and stares too long, Uhtred's going to say, "Take a freeze, it lasts longer."
Take a freeze.
Oh, he doesn't
That's
know
what
what
they
a
call
freeze is.
pictures here.
He doesn't know.
That's what they call pictures here.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
But
I completed a quest.
Am I being escorted to the medical district?
Yeah,
as well?
this guard who is told to keep an eye on you. He's got like his hand like on your back. Whenever you're like too slow, he like pushes you forward.
So you're like a prisoner.
First time.
I'm just treated like the plague.
And so you and Kilroy and Commander Royce, you guys make your way up to the stairs, and you guys don't go all the way to the top towards the actual like where's what's her name, or Lady Veronica.
Lady Redguard.
Instead, you guys are kind of brought to like what looks to be almost near. Actually, you don't go upstairs; you go downstairs. And
Crap.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
And you guys are you guys are brought downstairs into this room, and they kind of like lets you guys in there, and Commander Royce kind of sets down Koyo and lets him out of the bag into this room, and she
Is
goes,
her title commander or captain?
It's commander.
Okay, I guess they're
She's
Commander
commander of the
rank is
guard.
captain, but she's the commander of the guard. Yeah.
It's like Admiral General Aladdin.
No, I got that, but I thought like you just use it interchangeably. I was making sure.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, no. Her official title here is captain, but the reason I call her commander is because for past
She is
military
the commander.
service.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, so you guys are led down there, and kind of like almost you're in this almost. It almost looks like this it's almost looks like a prison cell, like almost like where you would
The
put
death
like
room.
and there's like a bucket in a corner.
Oh.
There's like a little small like the tiniest slit of like an opening at the back to let in a little bit of light and air.
I look around and I go, Kilroy, I think we might get executed.
What? No, they're not gonna execute us. Well, we didn't breathe any spore in, and they
True.
probably will just disinfect us and give us another shot of the medicine.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's just, this seems like a prison cell.
I mean, it is.
Oh.
And so Nox.
We get arrested for doing nothing now.
We didn't. Well, Killer is kind of like scratching his head, trying to like. You did technically kind of get arrested.
Aren't they also both the like normal people?
Yeah, they're both.
Yes.
It's probably not helping their situation.
No. And so Nox, you're kind of led around to this kind of observation room. And by the way, you two that are in there, behind these thick bars are these kind of two planes of glass that you can go ahead and you can see the other people on the other side. You can't make out what they're saying, but you see like Commander Royce and all these other like plague doctors and guards as they kind of as these kind of medical staff begin like running by them and grabbing stuff. And one guy like is like filling up like massive buckets of water and like pouring this like weird like powder into them. They have like these big long like broom handle like scrubbing things. And so Nox, you're on the outside there.
Can they hear what we're saying?
You don't know.
I want to test this out. I want to look at one of the plague doctors.
Wait, you don't know that there's that there's people on the other side of this
No, they
window,
do. They don't have two-way glass. That's
it's
point
not
of history.
It's one-way
You
glass.
mean one?
Oh,
It's
one-way
not,
glass.
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's two-way glass.
Okay.
No, it is no. Yeah.
You know, normal glass.
Yeah,
okay.
it's normal glass.
Well, okay. At this point in history, you say, as we have incredible medical advancements.
We do.
But,
True. We didn't figure out the optical stuff yet, though.
But I can't hear what's going on. You said.
You can.
I can. Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
I want to look at.
Sorry, I'm gonna lean over to my escort and say.
So the way you can hear is there are these like what appear to be like these like small like listening devices, almost like the end of like it's like a can on like this wire thing.
You mean?
But
that's awesome.
Incredible technological advancement.
It's more of a more articulate, but like yeah, you can go ahead and put up to your ear and you can hear Kilroy and Uhtred inside, kind of like it's quiet, but you can hear what they're saying.
From now on, he must be referred to as Big Brass Balls. I'm kidding. So I'm gonna see them running around, and I'm gonna try to figure out if people can hear me. So as a plague doctor walks by, I'm gonna go, "Hey, you!"
Since they're not near the can, they don't react. But you who are listening, Nox, you kind of like, what?
Oh,
apparently,
so Nox can hear us.
Uthred is talking to you, apparently.
Hey, Uhtred, what happened? So how close am I to this can? Are we like sitting down like it's a observation room?
No, it's more. It's more
sitting
like
down like prison.
No. It's more. No. It's more like there's like this observation like window, and there's a table below it, and coming out of the wall are these like metal wires and stuff that are hooked up to these. They're not cans, but they look like cans. Kind of. They're like these like can-shaped metal pieces. As you kind of.
So I'm in an interrogation cell.
Yeah.
And Uhtred, you kind of notice on the other side over there there are these weird can things with wires hanging out of the wall.
I'm gonna go walk up to it and go, Nox, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is insane.
What happened?
It's a crazy story. So, I go to the church for free clothes.
Yes,
because
why I was there.
Free clothes. I found a pretty worn jacket, but it was dope because it was the first jacket I've ever had. Anyway, we get out after a long theological lesson from the freaking priests. Priest ain't done nothing for nobody. Surely hasn't done nothing for me right now. Anyway, this one priest, Father Elijah was like, "Hey, there's rats in the crypts. Go deal with it. I'll pay you." I was like, "Okay, why not?" We get down there, and then, dude, I found this fucking cool goddamn mace and a fucking shield. Which, hopefully the mace survives, but it sounds like they're going to burn the fucking shield, my hat, all my clothes. Fucking amazing. And then we found this room that when you splash water on it, like this fucking wall, it shot back. And then there's this coffin that was wrapped up in chains. And I found this fucking crystal ring. And I open. Can he see?
Has this been in your mouth the whole time?
So it's in your mouth, but still have the plug doctor's outfit on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can take it off if you want.
You opened your mouth and realized.
I'm gonna. I found this ring. I got it in my mouth. It's like straight blue crystal. I'm sure we can fucking sell that shit for a pretty amount of money.
Sounds good. You just gotta get out of there.
I'll swallow it if I have to. We'll wait 3 days and it'll come out.
You can just keep it at that point.
I'm still selling it. Nothing a little alcohol won't fix. Anyway, and then we were about to head out.
But why are you messed up down here?
Oh, sorry. Getting there. As we were coming out, we were about to head on back out of the crypt, and this infected big man, tentacle arms, blue. His head was misshapen, started to attack us. So I took the shield. We started fighting it. We got it killed, and then we were trying to wipe off all the stuff because we're like, we don't want our stuff taken. 2 more came out of nowhere. They weren't that bad. Freaking curb stomped one into oblivion. And then we're heading back up to where the door is, and all the coffins started just like hands started bursting through them. All these infected corpses, I'm guessing, which I've never heard of. I didn't think it could infect dead bodies. Started coming out of the coffins, and there was like 15 of them, man. We fought 2 off, and then we were able to escape, and then we shut the door behind us. And then we were all covered in their blood, I guess, so now we're here.
And they just caught you as soon as you came out?
Well, yeah, the priest made sure we had to stay put, and Koyo, he wasn't feeling too good, man. He freaking straight jugulared like 4 zombies, man. And like he started throwing up, and Kilroy was exhausted, so we just kind of stayed put.
Weird. Yeah, I haven't heard of corpses turning, but
I haven't either. I've heard of
just
like
infected. It is general and like it is understood that like if somebody's infected, they'll die and they'll resurrect after a certain amount of time. But you guys have never heard about like corpses resurrecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Like, I mean,
that's almost exactly what I said.
Yeah, I've seen sick people die with it and then come back, but I've never seen like dead people come back after they've been in a crypt. And then the craziest thing is there was a second blue guy, like similar to the other one, and he was like, it seemed like he was telling them what to do. The other infected. He just sat in the corner and watched as they started trying to attack us. And then when we came out, we kind of saw them all stop and they wouldn't come out of the crypt.
Are you sure you're not just bullshitting me, man? That sounds too weird.
I'm not fucking bullshitting you, dude.
I don't know. Maybe you saw. Maybe you were hallucinating or something from the musty air.
No, man, it's true. It's what happened.
Well, just
Kilroy handled his own though. You should have seen that dude with 2 daggers, man. Luckily, I swindled a dagger off of a guard and it gave a chance.
Just as long as
I had 2 of them.
Just as long as you don't turn, I guess.
I mean, I hope not. I mean, back in Crossroads, if someone was disinfected, they just kill him on the spot, or at least covered in this stuff. They just kill him. So, I mean, that's a good sign, I guess.
So as you guys are kind of standing there wrapping up this conversation, you kind of, or in the middle of this conversation, one of the plague doctors kind of like leans down and goes, "Get your dirty hands off of that!" He points down at the cup. Hold on 1 second here. The music stopped.
Do I hear this?
You hear it's muffled though. You hear it muffled.
Isn't he? He's saying this to you, isn't he?
No, he's saying this to you, Nox, because he's not in there.
Why is he telling me to? Oh, the
Give
plague doctor.
Yes. Get your hands off of that.
Oh, he's saying this from. So he's just they're just by themselves in the jail cell right now.
Yeah. He goes, "I let go of that," and he kind of swipes it from your hands, and he kind of puts his voice out to his mouth, and then he goes, "Do you hear me in there, little boy?" As he puts like the thing up to his little ear hole on his mask.
You know my name.
Utred. Or no, he's gonna say Utred.
No, I'm gonna go actually instead go, huh? What?
Utred?
Huh?
Utred, you need to take off your clothes.
I can't hear you.
What? Is this thing not? Did you break it? He points to you, Nox. If you broke it, you're gonna pay for it.
Hey, I didn't even touch it, man.
I can't hear you.
What?
This is Utrid. I can't hear you.
Oh,
it's Utrid. I can hear you now.
Oh, kind of. Is your friend always such a jackass?
You always looking at me and ask this?
Yeah, he's looking at you.
Yeah, my friend Utrid's always been kind of a jackass.
He kind of leans down and he goes, "We need you to remove your clothes and stand with your hands behind your head up against the walls in the back. We're gonna come in and disinfect you."
Ooh, stand up with your hands on a wall. That's
totally.
You want to see a young? You want
to?
You want to see a young boy's private parts? It's a little creepy, man.
Kind of looks at you and he goes, "Look, I don't know what you're implying." Pretty rude. I'm like, I don't know, like, what do you, like, he kind of just, like, leans, like, you know, like, let's go, he kind of looks at you, Nox, and he kind of looks back and goes, you do realize I'm saving your life and you're being a jackass. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can't you grasp the severity of the situation?
I'm a 14-year-old kid that had to fight off 20 infected people, so yeah, sorry.
Very well. This kid, he kind of looks, you know, brass balls as big as fucking grapefruits. You need to shut up and get your hands up against the back of the wall so we can disinfect you.
I'm gonna look at Kilroy, and
Kilroy can't hear this because you're putting this.
I know, that's why I'm gonna go tell him. Yeah. I'm gonna go tell him. I'm gonna look at Kilroy and go, put my hand on his shoulder. It's like they want us to take off these plague clothes and stand up against the wall with our hands behind our heads.
Oh, okay. And he kind of begins.
They're going to disinfect us.
Kind of just like looks, and he kind of begins to walk his way back towards the corner of this room, and actually,
I'm gonna walk back up to the cup and wait for him to start undressing.
Okay, here 1 second. Let me do you guys a favor here. Can allude to this better. I made this generic battle map. I'm just gonna draw some real
Oh, I'm gonna get into combat.
No, it's just to represent what's going on here. So here's like the cell. Let's say, yeah, sure. And so there's the cell, and then over here is the observation window. There's the observation window. And Nox, you're out there. You're kind of chilling there. There's a bunch of. Actually, let me just go ahead and big brain move here. Just grab all the people that were over here. Just kind of. Oh, jeez, I did it again.
Oop! I did it again.
This copy. Q over. There, battle maps.
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay. So I'm up here to the cup, I'm assuming, and I can't control Kilroy, but
no, it's okay.
Where's Nox? He's not here.
I can only work so fast. There's Nox.
I'm gonna wait for Kilroy to move to the back and start undressing, and I'm gonna be holding up the cup to my. Can I hear him undressing through the plague stuff?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna yell, "Look around!"
Wait, what? What did
Turn
you say?
around! Kilroy's undressing!
And wait, look around. So as you say look around, this fucking
No, I say turn around, turn around.
Oh, so as you do, he drops this thing and it's like glaring into his ear. He draws a fucking dagger and like turns around and like is showing a dagger to all of his friends. We're standing there like on a medical clipboard. And
No,
stuff. And
I yelled turn around, Kilroy's undressing.
They all like drop their fucking stuff in their hands, and Captain Royce is here right now, and they kind of like look at it startled and goes, oh, God damn it! And he puts the dagger away, and he turns around and he goes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I said turn around, Kilroy's undressing!
Fine! Don't yell at me! Yeah, it turns to you, Nox, you better turn around, kid.
Right.
And I kind of look, Nox can like look at the mirror and I just shake my head, don't turn around.
Telling you not to turn around.
So no, don't turn around.
I'm just like, I take the, no, I changed my mind. I take the helmet off and I just start laughing.
So, Nox, you watching or not?
No, I'll turn around.
You guys turn around and
I'm gonna undress, and I'm undressed now.
You and Kilroy kind of get undressed, and as you do, over here, let's say, this door that you guys came in through, a couple of these guys and these assistant guys kind of come in who are wearing these like doctor outfits, and they have these big like buckets with like this like weird fuzzling, sizzling like buckets of water or whatever it is. And they have these big long brushes and stuff, and they have like all these like this little. So one of them holds the bucket, and the other one has this what looks to be some kind of like it's almost like a toolbox, but it's got a bunch of different kinds of brushes on it, stuff. And there's these really like thick, heavy looking like rough brushes, and they kind of walk their way over to you guys, and Koyo's kind of like sitting on the ground. He kind of just sitting, he kind of looks up at them, and they kind of walk over, and one of them kind of sets his stuff down a second. From inside the toolbox, he pulls out like this chained collar, and he ties it around Koyo's neck and brings him over here and kind of ties him up against this pipe on the wall. And they begin to kind of like walk over to you guys, and Kilroy kind of turns.
Be careful with Kilroy.
Kind of turns to you. You think this will hurt? And as they begin to like wash over and they like douse it, they begin to scrub you guys. Kilroy's just fucking screaming his head off as like they're kind of like rubbing deep into all the scar tissue he has all over his body. And Kilroy's like grasping this fucking like pipe in front of him, screaming his ass off.
I'm gonna move over naked, and I'm gonna try to take the brush from him, like hold it and say, "Be careful."
He kind of, the second you say, goes step back, as he kind of like bops you in the stomach with the brush, and he goes step back up against the wall.
Be careful with Kilroy.
We have to disinfect him, and he's gonna go.
Well, you can do it carefully.
No, we need to be rough and make sure that that every single inch of him is scrubbed clean. And they begin to scrub again, and yeah, they continue to kind of scrub Kilroy. And this probably takes like probably 10 minutes. And after a minute, Kilroy just stops screaming as he just looks like exhausted as these guys are like rubbing him and breaking him, and his skin's all red and like it like looks like he's like breaking out all over. And yeah, they finish up, and
how's this affecting me?
Uhtred, it's really uncomfortable. It's really like these really thick, rough brush heads, and they're scrubbing.
Like horse brushes almost.
Yeah, almost like horse brushes are kind of nice.
Brooms.
These are like meant to like scrub and like remove skin and stuff. And they're like scrubbing under your armpit. And this guy, after he kind of scrubs you down like once with this kind of long handle one, he kind of gets a little closer and he kind of grabs one of these smaller ones who begins to like work every crevice of your fucking body and scrubs you down like head to toe, and it fucking hurts. It's not comfortable. Yep. And so
look at what Buddy just sent to the Discord.
Oh, one second, I can't. What you said. General. On YouTube, it was a
brass balls.
No, it's a brass grapefruit specifically.
I love it. Man, everyone's search engines are just popping off brass grapefruit.
You guys are in there and cleaned and stuff, and pretty shortly after that, about 20 minutes later, they come back and they kind of come back in with these like clean buckets of water, like each of them. They kind of douse you down with them, and they go, "Okay, that's it. You guys need to go upstairs."
What about
Koyo? We'll have to do him separately. Kilroy kind of is like shivering at this point in the cold and like all this stuff, and they go,
Can you get a blanket for Kilroy?
Yeah, and they kind of hand you like these like towels to dry yourselves off with, and these clothes, and they go, just walk outside, and you'll need to go upstairs right away, and of course receive another dose to remove Spore just in case, and
great.
But yes, you all should be all right.
Okay, I'm gonna help Kilroy.
So you kind of lead Kilroy out, and Nox, you kind of see them as they walk around. And right about this time, Commander Royce is getting back, as she kind of like makes her way, and she's waiting outside here. And Nox, are you waiting outside or not?
Is there like a barrier? I think I know better than to get too close to the Spore, so I'll try and stay back where I was.
So Commander Royce just kind of walks up and goes ahead and hugs you guys, and goes.
Oh, they've been disinfected already.
I mean, they've been disinfected.
That's true.
They're not contagious.
I'll come up. I thought that's right. I suppose they just need treatment now.
So Kilroy looks fucking shell shocked. He looks like he was in a tremendous amount of pain, and she kind of wraps the blanket or the towel kind of around Kilroy and goes, "Well, here, let's." And she kind of brings you guys over to this side room where you guys are able to get dressed, and Kilroy has to like take a minute to like.
So she hugged us naked.
No, you guys have towels around you.
I was like, Jesus.
No.
Christ.
And you guys are able to get
first
dressed.
First, he gets naked in front of Nox. I was like, what the fuck?
Jake's got double pneumonia.
I got double lung pneumonia.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, so you guys, they kind of leave your room, you guys get dressed and stuff, and Commander Royce, as kind of waiting there, she goes, well, I'm glad you all were able to get out there safe. That was... How many were down there, you said?
About like 20.
Wow, and after you guys are dressed, they go ahead and lead you upstairs up to...
we killed 5 of them.
And she kind of looks at you guys. Well, your weapons will be, of course, most likely destroyed or disinfected, and we'll try to get back to you what we can. I think that there's other people who are scrubbing them down right now. We'll try to...
Please.
What? What are you saying?
You're going to see Uhtred just like put his hands like into praying like, please just be disinfected.
So let me go ahead and remove this old scene here. Actually, I need her.
Well, you don't need Helena because she's in prison.
She's in prison because she fucking... Oh, you didn't really elaborate.
Yeah, like the rat she is.
She was a rat. She was a rat in this very place.
She ratted me out here in these very walls.
Yeah, hey, snitches get sent to prison for drinking blood.
And get executed.
Snitches get executed.
Snitches don't get stitches here, bitch. It's execution.
Execution. Go ahead and grab all of you guys here. Copy.
I love how she ratted you out, but not me. It was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Because I had the thing, right?
Yeah, but me and you were both like persuading Felix to just steal this toy.
So as you guys are upstairs, you kind of let up these stairs here and stuff, and you kind kind of come in, and Lady Veronica is like, she's kind of waiting actually outside of her room up there, and she kind of meets you guys halfway down the stairs. She goes, "Oh, thank God, I was coming down to get you all." Royce, lead them up here quickly, and you guys kind of are led upstairs, and you kind of walk into her room again, as she again has these like almost organ look like a sack. They almost look like organ sacks, and they have these long kind of like vein things coming off of them, as she once again kind of motions for you guys to sit down at the table here. She goes, "Sit down, children," and as she begins to pull out these things and attach these surgical needles to the ends of these long tubes. And Kilroy kind of makes his way over here, and Kilroy's looking out of it. He's not looking very good. And she quickly grabs Kilroy's arm and just like she pulls out this small gauze pad and wipes him down with this disinfectant and injects him deep up in his arm. And she does that to you too, Uhtred. And it kind of pricks. It hurts, but after today, it's kind of you feel kind of a bit desensitized to everything. And Royce is gonna kind of motion Veronica over, and she kind of pats you on the head, Uhtred, and kind of gives Kilroy a kiss on the head, and kind of walks off over here with Lady Veronica, as they kind of walk over to this side of the room and like kind of are talking in kind of hushed tones about something.
Can I attempt to try and...
Can I roll perception to hear?
Sure. That is going to be... Let me check here. And actually, we have the challenge level. Show. That is going to be an extremely difficult task, as they are trying not to let you... They are like purposely trying not to be heard.
Is it any easier for me since I'm closer?
Standing right there, if you are you just like standing in the middle of the room awkwardly?
That's okay. That's fair. Never mind.
Yeah, like, are you trying to? Because they'll probably look over at you and like look like. And so if you're kind of standing there, looking at them,
I'll just walk over and sit down next to Uhtred.
I won't roll because I only have 4 for perception, so there's no way I get that.
You can always roll, see if you get a 4, and spend a destiny point.
Yeah, it's a free roll.
Yeah, it's a free roll. It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
I was so close, Jack.
Actually, you should have. Actually, no, it wouldn't matter. So anyways, yeah, you're sitting there at the table here, and these two are kind of talking over here, and Kilroy is just kind of leaning on the table here, and he kind of is like looking like sad, and he kind of looks, Uhtred, they're gonna kill Koyo, aren't they?
No, they're not. I'm sure he'll be fine. We'll make sure that nothing happens to him.
He's probably not gonna be. He's probably not gonna be around.
I kind of look at looks down, and I'm like, looks down at his thing, and he kind of begins to like slowly cry.
I look at Nox and like kind of kick his foot under the table.
Hey, it's gonna happen. I'm not trying to butter him up, okay?
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do. I lived in the city long enough to know what they do when people get infected like that.
So actually, Nox, as somebody who's a Redguard native and stuff, you kind of know that in general, they aren't willing to use the what you guys are injected with right now. They're not really willing to use the cure on animals and stuff. They kind of, especially with how many refugees are here in the city just for the express purpose of receiving treatment. Animals generally don't get good treatment. Killer is kind of like sniffling there on the thing, and he kind of goes, Do you think they'll let me say goodbye?
I'm sure they will, Kilroy.
I don't think they'd be heartless enough to not let you say goodbye, though.
I kind of look at Kilroy, and then, well, I'm sorry that I asked you to go down there with me.
Kind of sniffles, and he goes, "It's okay, Uhtred. You didn't mean for any of this to happen."
I had no idea that was even possible for stuff to come out of coffins like that.
It shouldn't be. Unless they were put there when they died from the spore, it can't grow inside somebody if it doesn't have a host.
This is why you don't get involved with the church.
What do you
I kind of look at Nox. I'm like, yeah, I was starting to think the church was okay until I'm sure that priest had to know about it, Kilroy.
Kilroy kind of looks down. He goes, "You think?"
Dude, there's no way that they didn't know that they had all that issues down there. I mean, you really think a grown man's afraid of a rat?
I don't know. Flint's afraid of rats.
Where did all the other bodies come from that didn't come out of the coffins?
There was just
rubs his eyes
that's a good
and
point.
goes, well, if those bodies really were in those caskets and they were been down there for a while, then what happened? That there's no way that could have happened. So I don't know how the priest would have known about that.
I guess you're right. But remember how like there were like freshly laid trinkets all around the catacombs?
Mm-hmm. Oh well, those are like meant to be like. I think I told you that like they're supposed to be like mementos, like people who die, like a little thing.
Yeah,
leave.
but they were freshly placed, though. So someone was just down there.
I mean, how do you know?
Okay.
Well,
maybe they weren't too fresh.
Like I don't.
Okay.
Like, how do you know?
I mean, they weren't dusty.
I mean, you never asked.
You said they look freshly placed.
People don't go down there. It doesn't only dust like happen in places where people don't go a lot.
Yeah, because dust is just dead skin. Kind of just sniffles and kind of looks down at his hands and goes, I don't know what I'm gonna say to Koyo.
You just gotta tell him that you love him.
Kind of rubs his eyes and he goes. And as you guys are gonna kind of like sitting there chatting amongst yourselves, Lady Veronica's gonna walk back over to you all and say, are you boys kind of looks down Nox, what are you doing here? Were you? Because remember, she knew that you stole from her.
And I also snuck away from her the last time we talked.
She kind of looks at you and she goes,
oh, hello.
How are you involved in all of this?
I just showed up at the church for clothes, and I met these people on the way out.
You need clothes?
I look down at my rags, and I'd say, "Yeah, I'd be nice."
All right. Kilroy, do you mind if I talk to you for a second? Kilroy kind of like leans up from this like sniffling table, and
I thought he had to stay sitting for a bit.
Oh, well, she goes ahead and as she kind of stands him up, she's like holding the blood bag. It's attached to these they have like these like what they use for IV bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, and so she brings over one of those, and
I was just under the impression like you just could not move at all.
Well, I mean, you can. Like, why not?
I think they just told Randy that. Oh, yeah, I think that's what y'all told Randy, so you wouldn't make a fuss.
It's not like there's not like black magic afoot.
Well, no, I don't know if you move around too much, it might mess it up. It has to like settle or something. I don't know.
And so they kind of lean over and they talk for a second. Commander Royce kind of wanders over to you two and kind of goes, well, Uhtred, did pretty good down there apparently. Lady Veronica told me you were been training with Flint.
I have. Yeah, his training definitely helped.
Good. You know, if you ever see any of those things again, you run. I know you were backed into a corner there, but those things are the one you said one had a mushroom coming out of its head. It was fully grown.
2 of them did.
You said something odd about the second one.
Yeah, the one the first one that attacked us had like the mushrooms going out of his head, and me and Kilroy and Koyo completely just killed that one. And after we had fought off 2 more, we walked back up and we saw them like coming out of the coffins down there. And we kind of like made a choke point where we were like on the stairway, and this one like blue guy came out from one of the side rooms in the crypt and started like ordering them to attack, and was just kind of like watching.
Are you sure that's what you saw, Uhtred?
Well, he was standing in the corner clicking, and every time he clicked and like kind of grunted, they would like move a certain way. It was weird.
She kind of like looks down at her feet.
And then when we got the door open and they started to follow us, he made a huge screech and then they stopped following us. And I shut the door.
Interesting. She kind of rubs her chin and goes, Look, I'll deal with this all, and we'll burn those bastards alive down there. But when this is done, I want you to go home for the day and get some rest, and just try to, I don't know, have a nice day. Once you've been
Commander, what's going to happen to Koyo?
She kind of looks down and she goes, "We can't spare resources for animals. We have to save it for members of Fellkind."
Then I'm going to reach for my blood bag and says, "Here, you can give my dose to Koyo."
She kind of pushes.
He's not a member of the Fellkind. He got us there.
Pushes it down. She goes, I know it's sad, but it's what.
But I mean, I'm not really Fellkind though.
She kind of looks at you. You are, of course you are.
I mean, kind of ish, but like this is going to take up more resources anyway. Just give it to the dog. I'll be fine. I didn't get any spores on me.
She kind of looks at me and goes, "Well, that's the thing. We don't think it's possible to transmit it through. Well, there's been no reports in general. We don't know of it transmitting through the white substance, their blood. But the Inquisition is pretty well. They're pretty hard on this. They generally, unless you're a Fellkind and disinfected thoroughly and transfused with the cure, we slaughtered 10 cows just a month ago. That got stuck in a barn with one of those things. I know
there's
you care for
nothing
this
we can
dog,
do,
but we cannot defy the Inquisition. I mean, I've already heard that they've been dispatched here. We already sent off a raven.
Well, there's nothing we can do for him.
And so as you guys are having, and you kind of keep asking the same question over and over again, Kilroy and Lady Redguard kind of walk back over, and Kilroy's kind of...
I want to stop my conversation.
He's just full blown like crying right now, and he kind of sits down as Lady Veronica kind of pats him and kisses him on the head and goes, and she's kind of even tearing up a little bit, and she goes, "Well, boys, and we'll just, for the sake of explicitity, like, you guys, this has taken the 30 minutes it takes to drain the blood bags into your arms." She goes, "Well, that should be all. You boys can go home now, and Commander Royce will, Commander Royce needs to take Kilroy, down, to go see Koyo. You boys can go on ahead. Are you boys all right? You're very quiet."
I'm okay. I'm just more worried about Kilroy.
Kilroy is just kind of like sniffling, and he looks, "I'm fine." He kind of looks over to Lady Veronica, and Kilroy just kind of abruptly stands up, and he begins to kind of like walk towards the door. And Lady Veronica kind of just kind of turns her head and kind of nods kind of sorrowfully to you two, and kind of walks after Kilroy, who opens up the door and walks out. There you guys are just left in there with Commander Royce. Come on, boys, get up. I'll take you back to Weeping Anvil, and you all can settle down for the night.
Do you think all of my clothes are gonna get burned?
Well, when we walk downstairs, we can. I think that the doctor had Jenkins go and gather your things and go out and buy you some stuff. You guys have been here, by the way, for probably for all the disinfecting and all this stuff. You guys have been here for about 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Okay. I just can't wait to see Commander Royce's face when, like, here, mace.
Mace. One mace.
Shield.
So yeah, you guys
2
go
knives.
ahead. You guys go ahead, and if you guys are gonna go with her, so you're gonna stand up and.
I want to go with her.
And you guys are gonna walk downstairs and down at near basically like one of the front desks where people are admitted into the hospital and stuff. This guy kind of has this, like, there's this brown, like this big brown, brand new looking like rucksack, that is like this bright
nice.
yellow tag attached to it, and so he this guy's kind of leaning up against the counter here, and Commander Roy stops for a second and points, like he's talking to one of the guards, and as she's like, "Go over there. I think that's your package."
I walk over there.
And
hey, I'm here to collect my stuff.
This kind of lanky-looking old dude is kind of like just sitting there, and he goes, "What's your name?"
Uhtred.
"Is this for you?" He points to this nice-looking rucksack.
Oh, nice. Nice. I open it. Can you please tell me what contents are left inside?
Well, you can't touch it. What's your full name?
Uhtred Storm.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, the contents inside of the bag were safe and were thoroughly cleansed. One necklace.
Nice.
One picture. We had to wipe it down. It got a little damp, but it should be fine. Unfortunately, we had to destroy your hat, and
oh no!
No.
And your handkerchief. Your handkerchief.
No, my handkerchief.
Your old rucksack. The bollock daggers and sheaths we cleansed and put in very hot water with cleansing soaps. The jacket we destroyed, of course, but there's a replacement. So here, and he goes one tweed cap. Puts a cap out.
Oh.
It's nicer than the one you had. One handkerchief, and this one is not red. It is like kind of like a dark purple. One rucksack. That's that. And then the water skin. Here are your daggers that have been cleaned and cleansed. Here's your water. Here are your pipes. Box of matches. The jacket that was destroyed, we have replaced it with one of adequate value, and inside is actually like this kind of like sharp-looking yellow jacket. It's like this like dull yellow and brown jacket.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out so I can inspect all my items.
One mace.
Yes.
Nice.
One buckler shield. And the one that you got here is like, it looks like brand new and nicer than the one that you got from the crypt. We burned the other wooden shield. You understand? And I believe that's everything. Here's your new coin pouch and your coins that have been cleansed.
What about like clothes?
Oh, well, they're in the bottom of the sack. Anything that you had, we replaced the equal value. And so you look at the bottom here. And so the clothes you're wearing right now is more like a jumpsuit.
Yeah, like a prisoner's jumpsuit.
Yeah, and but the clothes underneath, like, they look to be like, well, they look like semi, like what you had. They kind of look like the clothes you had before, but they're not all tattered, and they actually look like they're a little big on you, but They fit pretty nicely. They're way better than what you had before.
Now there is one item missing.
What are you looking? What do you mean? That was all that was on the report.
Well, in the cap, I had 2 razor blades.
Kind of looks at you strangely and goes, "Oh, I didn't see that on the report. We just incinerated it."
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Where can I buy razor blades at?
He kind of looks at you and leans down his bifocals at you and kind of goes, "What, razor blades?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of puts his head on. Go to the barber. Now, if you don't mind, I have other people in line.
Okay. Thank you. And I walk away with all my stuff.
Yeah.
I want to take the ring out of my mouth and spit it into the coin bag.
Yeah, you just kind of.
Oh, thank God.
You basically loogie into the coin bag, and yeah.
Nice. And I guess we go back to the weeping anvil.
Uhtred, go ahead and because I had forgotten it was even in your mouth. I think I kind of forgot. During all this talking and everything, roll me a I'm gonna roll a destiny dice, see if you swallowed it on accident.
What's that?
Here it's let me roll it. Oh, that's good. You didn't swallow it. You're good.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you don't swallow it. You go ahead and so through this entire time you're able to keep it kind of in your like back tucked in your left part of your jowl, and yeah, you kind of fish it out and you suck it off and you put it back in your coin pouch.
Yes.
Suck it off.
I get the ring off.
Commander Royce kind of after finishing talking with the guards, kind of walks over to you two and goes, "All right, Nox, take him back to the Weeping Anvil, and I'll come along with Kilroy shortly."
Okay. Bye, Commander.
She kind of just nods at you too, and in the kind of big bustle of the downstairs of the hospital, you guys separate, and you guys are back out on the, you're back out on the streets of Redwall.
Dude, I can't wait. They replaced my shield.
Nox, hello.
Hello.
I was talking to you.
Yeah,
I
know you're talking to Nox.
They replaced your shield. You found a shield in the dungeon?
Yes, and a mace.
Oh.
So Jake, where do you have the shield and the mace right now?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I have the shield strapped onto the rucksack, and I have the mace inside the rucksack.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, actually, can I put them both in the rucksack since I was able to do that earlier in the game?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, they're both in my rucksack.
It's only a small buckler. But your buckler, I mean, your rucksack is pretty full right now.
I know. So we should probably head over to the Weeping Anvil so we can rest. Unless you want to go do something. But I would like to change out of these prisoners' clothes.
That's fair. Alright.
1 second, boys.
They didn't save my razor blades.
It's a tragedy.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, you guys are able to make your way back over to the Weeping Anvil. Move you there. And so right now, we're gonna.
Oh man, we haven't been back to the Weeping Anvil since this. Damn.
Yeah. Well, you guys left last night, or you guys left early that morning, the morning of today, basically. Remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, not even. You guys went over to train with Flint, and then after you trained with Flint, you guys you did your thing.
We went.
So yeah, right now it's about like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It's getting kind of late. And so I'm gonna say that Cirrus, he's just upstairs chilling, kind of relaxing. And yeah, you guys kind of approaching Kilroy's here. Let me go ahead and move people to the other places right now.
I'm gonna walk over to this box and I'm gonna like start inspecting all my.
What is this? What is this little contraption here?
Oh yeah, that was our warning system. You forgot. We didn't tell him. People are after Cirrus.
Well, you didn't tell him.
Yeah, I mean we didn't tell him in the recap. In the recap.
I'll ask.
Well, that wasn't. That was last. That was the session before.
Oh yeah, that was.
Actually, yeah. Do I? Can I roll perception to see if I notice this thing before I trip over
it? Go make a perception check. It'll be a because it is dark.
How well did they make it?
They made it pretty well. I'm gonna say it's a difficult task. Nope. You don't see it. So as kind of walking through, you don't see this like razor thin, almost like fishing wire. And as you kind of clink into it,
watch out, Nox! Stop!
You hear a small jangle on a bell as something catches around your foot.
What the heck is this?
Oh, it's our little warning system they fix up because there's like people trying to kill Cirrus or something like that.
Why?
I don't know why. You know how them royal types be all crazy and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, this place.
He got a sword though. He got a sword though.
Oh.
He finally found his
really
butler.
Effective against a foreign royal.
Well, he found his butler.
Did he? Wait, did he really?
Yeah, and he was dead.
Oh.
Yeah. He was pretty tore up about it.
You know,
but
it was a good 50-50 in my mind whether or not the butler was real or not. But
yeah, but come to find out, his main job was to be a stunt.
Being fake.
the butler's main job was, in Sirius's words, besides being a great friend, to be a body double. So, his only real job was to get stabbed. So, come look at all this stuff that I swindled. So, I'm gonna like put the rucksack on the box and like, so this is the shield. Grave rob. Then I'm gonna pull out a mace and just like put it down, and it makes a big on the box. One mace. They replaced my jacket, so here's a jacket. So my clothes, and then I got this ring, so I'm gonna pull out the coin pouch. Oh yeah, I also have 8 copper now. I had more, but yeah, I spent some of it on one of the daggers, and I have found this ring.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can I tell what the ring's made of?
So the go ahead and make 1 second here. That would.
Well, to be fair though, I told him about it.
I know. Hold on.
So it shouldn't be too hard for him.
That's going to be an extremely difficult task.
Extremely difficult.
Level 5.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I don't know what it is. Well, I'll look at it. I have no idea what it is. And I'm gonna say, well, I've been out trying my hand at pickpocketing, and I was able to get enough to afford this, and I pull back my cloak and show off the dagger on my hip.
So you have
Sorry.
three. You have a carpenter's dagger, a dirk, and then a short sword.
There's a whittling knife, a short sword, which you knew about already, both of those, and then I purchased an adequate dirk.
Ooh. Then I'm also gonna pull out my 2 Bollock daggers and slap them on. See, this is why me and you are friends, because like we think alike. All these other people, they didn't even want to get freaking weapons.
Well, that might not be too incognito as I point to the mace in your bag.
Oh, well, listen. When an opportunity presents itself, you can't pass up on a free mace.
Understandable, especially in the situation at hand.
Oh, well, I took him before the whole situation happened.
Well, I suppose that's why you took him, just for situations like that.
Well, yeah, and I mean, if I couldn't conceal it, I could always sell it. Jack, can I roll perception to see how well made this mace is?
Sure. Go make me a perception check. That'll be a common task. Oh my god. Hold on.
Wait, did you fail?
No, he did.
No, I
way better.
All of them.
So as you kind of all of a sudden you're like you're kind of like showing off all this stuff on the table here, inspecting the mace and like looking at it out of the corner. So first of all, this mace it looks to be kind of like an old soldier's mace. It has some dinks on it, some kind of wax, but it looks like it was meant for war, and that maces, like, at least as far as I understand from history, it's not like a sword as much where there's as much maintenance. It's not like an edge. It's more of kind of a blunt, brutal weapon. So it's got some dinks on it and some little chips, but it looks like it's a sturdy mace. But at the corner of your eye, you do notice that some boxes, like a couple boxes over here, have been shifted.
I kind of like. I'm gonna take
the level 4 perception out of the corner of your eye.
I
want to take.
Oh no, this is still.
I want to take.
Nox, these are your boxes.
Yeah, no, sorry, I wasn't sure who you were talking to. I know what the boxes are. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of put the mace down as I'm not trained in it. And pull double wield my daggers as I saw how effective dual wielding was.
Mm-hmm. It's very effective.
And go, Nox, someone's been here. These boxes are moved.
No, I moved those last night to get off the ground to sleep.
That was technically 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Oh, well, if they were 2 nights ago, wouldn't I have noticed that 2 nights ago?
You didn't roll good enough perception check.
You also sleep.
Oh, okay.
Room, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put them back in the sheets.
Nox,
oh yeah.
Jake, make me a perception check. Nox, make me a deception check. You did.
I'm not lying. Well, I
already made
it. You lied.
I guess I did lie, technically. But
what's a white lie?
It also wasn't technically not a lie.
So go ahead and eat.
I crit failed that.
That's a 1 for Jake.
I got 1 win.
What'd you get for your deception check there?
I think my deception is.
Oh yeah, Uhtred, you believe every word.
Okay, fair enough. And then I'm gonna like move over, I guess, behind like some of the boxes, and I'm gonna go ahead and change and come back and go. These smell a lot nicer than my old clothes.
They almost look brand new.
So is everyone here where they like it says they are?
We're gonna say yes. Randy is again passed out early, and Cirrus and Felix are upstairs talking about something.
I'm gonna kind of look at.
I'm gonna quickly lean over and whisper to Uhtred and say, "Follow me," and I'm gonna walk over here to the corner of the room.
Okay. Uhtred, you follow? Yeah.
What am I looking at here?
I trust you enough to tell you this, but I didn't want other people to hear this. I slowly walk over and undo the mechanism.
So you got to move the box first. Make me an athletic check. That would be a common task.
I accidentally hit my back button again.
You're good, dude.
Second. Athletics? Oh no.
Yeah, it'll be a level. That'll be a level. It'll be an uncommon.
I
Actually, we'll just say it's common. We'll just say it's common.
He already did it once, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know. I have
just make a comment. It's just moving a box.
Randy helped me the last time, so it's probably.
Well, it is actually supposed to be a big, heavy box. So we'll say it's 2. So yeah, you're good. You're able to like kind of quietly like lift it edge by edge and kind of rock it back. And as you do, as you kind of lean this box to its original position. Let me go ahead and field this. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Sorry, my dad walked in. What was going on?
Can you see that now, Jake?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he had an entrance. Oh.
So Nox kind of walks up.
Wait, real quick, out of character. Was that still hidden to the other players?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
What is this?
I lead him in and say, the only people that know about this are myself, Randy, and you. I don't even think Kilroy knows about this. And I pull out my knife and undo the lid on one of the boxes.
Easy enough. So you go ahead and undo it, and inside are just like looks like an adequate amount of copper and some bits of gold.
Ooh.
And you assess this to be about 3 commerce points worth of wealth.
Wow.
Did
you guys just find this?
We did, actually. I trust you enough to show you this. 1, because we're fellow partners in crime, and 2, because there's too much gold for both of us to even carry between us.
Well, it's not actually, and so actually we went over this last time. So even 3 commerce points I messed up last time. It's not all gold. Most of it's copper.
Well, okay, there's too much for even.
There's a lot of wealth here.
Carry all of it.
And to kind of give you guys an example of how much this is,
so it's not
this would be equivalent to a well-crafted weapon, a basic horse, car, or vehicle, average armor, or a small building. So this is
like we should buy a small building.
Like you guys could probably buy like something that like this warehouse with this amount of wealth. There isn't a ton. It looks like somebody. Well, if Nox wants to explain what he thinks is the reason why the stuff's here.
Yeah.
But it looks like someone has like kind of worked kind of tirelessly to kind of like hidden this back here.
So
I think this is someone's stash.
I do actually. I think this is a stash.
No way, it's Kilroy's.
Absolutely not. I think this is whoever owned this warehouse before was using it as a front.
Well, then you know what that means. It's free for the taking.
Oh yeah, yes.
So, what are you planning on doing with it?
I was planning on a day when not everyone's here, you, me, and it's not Frank. What's his name?
Randy. Frank
moves this all out of here. We need a 3rd man to help us move it. We all buy a building, and then the rest of us aren't homeless anymore.
I like this plan. This is a good plan. I think that's what we should do. We definitely will keep it secret from everyone else. Because between you and me, I've been on the streets with Felix and Helena. Which, by the way, Commander told us never to tell anyone that we know Helena.
Understandable. I wouldn't
have a nice day
with her either, but
Felix is useless.
Randy seems like a dunce, but I think we can trust him enough to keep a secret.
Felix is completely useless on the streets.
May I remind you guys that you guys still have not had a chance to discuss Randy about what happened.
What do you mean?
Well, remember.
I know.
So you.
I know.
Because Jake fell asleep. So Jake fell asleep, and remember you told him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys have never talked about this
thing. I was trying to remember if I'm pretty sure we talked about.
No. So you, because remember Jake fell asleep. You in character told Uhtred, and then after that, those couple sessions there, you didn't play Buddy, and then but I told Jake about it, but you guys haven't like in character talked about it at all.
No, sorry. I was talking about the little hole here. I thought that we talked about it like.
No, the only people who knew about this before was you and Randy.
Oh wait, did you like take us to another room to talk about it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
No. We did it in front of everybody, but everyone just RP'd. Like it's like
that's what
you're
I'm
supposed
saying.
to like not know. Like your character in character doesn't know.
That's what I'm saying. I thought everyone knew, but their characters didn't.
No, everyone knows. Everyone knows except Jake. Actually, Jake
that's what I was
know.
saying. Yeah, because Jake was because Jake was asleep and wasn't
exactly.
there for it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
So you heard about the Redwall Ripper then, right?
Oh, what about him?
Well, someone told me that it looks like an axe killed those people.
Well, Jake, you do know that Randy killed people.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
that's what I was alluding to.
Oh,
buddy.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you guys in character have not talked about the elephant in the room.
So, well, what's the chances that Randy, you guys were mugged?
No. Who told you that we were mugged?
You did.
You did?
When did I say that?
You told him about what happened with Randy.
Oh,
remember?
Okay.
Out of character, so because Jake fell asleep, and then you're like, in character, I'm gonna let Uhtred, because you lied. No, actually, wait, Jake, were you? I forget how it happened, but you definitely told Uhtred, or you let him know about Randy.
You did. Because that's the first thing Jack told me about the stuff I was.
Yeah, I wrote that down on my sheet that, like, I have to.
Oh, that's right.
From Nox, I have to tell Uhtred that he told him about Randy.
But it was you playing as Uhtred.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So, did you guys really get mugged, or did old Randy over there use his slow person strength? And
hey, I know what a mugger looks like. He was getting mugged. I just tried. Stabbing him in the leg to help him get away. He's the one that threw the axe.
Took too far. He didn't throw it. He just broke the guy's skull open.
Yeah, well, I swung the axe.
Jesus.
Yeah, but he's been quiet about it. That's why I trust him to keep a secret.
True. Well, everyone thinks it was the Redwall Ripper.
Well, we can let them keep thinking that way.
I know. I agree. Randy could be useful for us.
The cops will be devoted to. The guards will be devoted to looking for the Ripper instead of staying on the streets as much.
That's true. Plus, Randy could be useful for us in anything we want to use. I mean, he is a pretty big guy.
He's the muscle.
He is the muscle. This is great. We should start a gang.
We should start a gang, yes.
The Redwall Raiders or the Redwall Ruffians?
No.
The Redwall retards.
Right. The Redwall Crips.
Our mascot is Randy.
Whenever we go mug someone, we carry a flag with Randy's face on it.
Or you guys could be the Redwall Rippers. Plural.
Ooh, I like that.
That's actually kind of scary.
Nah, okay,
well,
out of character. I don't want to actually start a gang.
Oh, well, we totally
Jake
should.
does want to start a gang, though.
Oh, well.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be, actually, but we're also 14, so I don't want to be like...
No, but like, I've known 14-year-olds who are in gangs.
Yeah, they're called Baby G's.
Yeah.
They slang that crack, baby.
Okay, so you guys are sitting here in this room, and discussing the kind of brutality of Randy on these muggers. And yeah.
Well, maybe we should cover this up.
The room. Is that
so are you guys you're not taking any of the gold? You're just leaving it?
No, we're
all leaving it there.
Okay. We can't just like take it out right now. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna
cover it back up.
I'm gonna say with your previous athletics, you could just move it back.
Yeah, I've put the lid.
Cover that back up, Jack.
Yeah. Well, everyone knows about it.
I know, but no one else needs to know.
No.
I'm gonna go kind of walk back over to my rucksack and like put my mace and shield back in there and the stuff that I'm not going to use. Did I get more rope?
You left your rope down there.
No, I grabbed it before we did, Jack.
No, you didn't.
And put it back in my rucksack. Yes, I did.
Oh no, you did. You said that because you said because you undid it. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
I left the lantern down there though.
Yes, you did leave the lantern.
There's no way I could have gotten that lantern. You kind of screwed me out of my lantern, Jack.
Well, you gotta lose things to gain things, Jake.
True, I did actually make out a lot better than I thought.
Yeah,
so,
you did really good. Nobody died except for Koyo.
Well, I also shut up.
The dog.
I honestly thought they were just going to incinerate all my items and be like, "Yep, there you go."
We did incinerate some of them.
Yeah, but they replaced them. But they didn't replace my priceless family, my mother's freaking handkerchief.
Mm. No! You didn't get that handkerchief from your mother. You got the necklace from your mother. The handkerchief you got from Commander Royce.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, I did.
Yeah. So,
oh yeah, that was from when Vex punched me in the damn face.
Yeah, exactly.
That was hilarious.
That was funny. That was fucking hilarious. So as you guys are, yeah, fuck it. So as you guys are kind of inside, kind of just chilling out, like kind of shooting the shit, just doing, rough. Being street gangsters over here. You guys kind of hear some voices from outside. And 1 second, let me go ahead and.
I feel like I have the spore.
Maybe you do, Jake.
Instead of COVID-19 in 2021, it's the spore.
COVID-19. Thank you.
Go ahead and tag people. Oh.
I definitely feel like me and Nox are ahead of most of the party in wealth now. And Randy.
Yeah.
Well, Randy's kind of just there. I mean, I'm sure we can pull one over on Randy because he doesn't really seem to care too much about money.
So from outside,
Jack, I can't wait to rub it in Vince's face that I have all my copper back.
So as you guys are outside, you hear like some talking from outside, and if you guys kind of recognize, and you guys both recognize Kilroy because he kind of has distinctive stuttering, and your girl's voice, which you really recognize, Uhtred.
Yes, I do. It's Vex.
But you guys are inside, you don't see them right now.
I'm kind of just like looking at my belongings and packing that mace up, I guess. Or actually, I'm trying to clean the mace off. I want to take care of it because it's now my precious mace. But I restrapped my 2 daggers to my body. Okay.
And so you guys hear.
I feel so empty without my hat.
You guys hear the. Oh, go ahead. You do have a hat, Jake.
I know, but I feel empty without the razor blades.
We still have your sewing kit.
That's true, but I need to buy more razor blades.
Yeah, there are razor. Let's look around the workshop. You kind of hear the door crack open, and Kilroy kind of like saunters in, and he's just kind of quiet and stuff, and kind of walks in, and he kind of looks at you guys, and he kind of steps over the wire here, and Vex looks like she's been crying. Her eyes are all red and everything, and Kilroy's gonna walk over to the back here, and he's gonna grab something out of the back of like the actually he's gonna walk over past you guys and just not really say anything and just kind of walk over to the closet back here and pull out a shovel and walking back out.
Kilroy, do you want us to come? Do you want me to come along with you?
Just kind of walks by you and just walks out. And as
I want to come and help him.
You coming out?
Yeah, I'm coming out to help him.
So as you're kind of walking out, Vex kind of like not like a dick, but like kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and like you can tell like she's been like just bawling her eyes all red and she goes, Cody is dead. She kind of looks around, looks at everything, and he goes, Kilroy killed him.
Oh, wow. They made him do that?
No, he said he wanted to do it.
Oh.
But he was his friend. So he's not, he gets like this sometimes. So, and I know that whole thing where I punched you in the face, I'm sorry about all of that, but she kind of like squeezes your shoulders, goes, I care a lot about Kilroy and you protected him. But I think right now he needs a little space.
Oh, okay. Then I back up.
She kind of just walks inside and kind of sits down for a second on this box here and goes, what is all this?
Oh, it was a warning system. Because someone was outside that we didn't recognize one night. It's Kilroy's idea.
Smart. She kind of looks around and goes, so, about Helena, she kind of looks down at her feet in a second. I never would have thought she was Amon. Did she say anything that day?
Yeah, she was pretty angry. We were hired by Micah over at that detective place to go catch some dude doing stuff with a woman that's not his wife. And we got bumped into and, you know, someone lifted our stuff. We ran him down. I was able to get the money back, but I wasn't able to get the bracelet. That was her mother's off of the man's wrist. I mean, I chased after him and jumped across rooftops and stuff, but one jump was too far for me, and I fell.
She kind of like giggles at this. She goes, well, you're braver than I would have thought. And what happened after that?
Well, we went up to a guardsman, and he wasn't any help. He just told her to go file a report. And we were walking there, and I apologized for not being able to get her bracelet, and she said I was useless, and so I walked off, and that was the last thing I saw from her.
Man, it's just been such a crazy couple days. It's just first Helena, and then you guys in the crypt, and...
Yeah, I still think that priest knew about it.
Which one?
Elijah, I think.
Yeah, I don't trust him any further than I could throw him. Though actually,
yeah, because he said I was going down there to. He said we were going down there to exterminate some rats.
I don't know. Father Elijah was he came to Redwall. I forget what the circumstances were, but he always struck me as a man that didn't necessarily belong as a father of a parish.
You can say that again. I say from across
also,
the room.
Don't like that other fancy fellow.
Which one?
Fancy.
The other father with like the weird hat.
Oh, Zephram.
Yeah, it's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he kind of I don't know. Just kind of leans back on the box and kind of like wipes away some more of the red in her eyes. I don't know. I never I guess I'll have to be into it at one point since, you know. She kind of looks.
I mean, personally, I think all religion is stupid.
I think a lot of it is. There's some useful stuff in there, though. But
that's true. Like that one thing you guys pray to for wealth. Yeah, that's useful.
Yeah, well, a lot of that's like that. If that's what you like.
I mean, it didn't work. I mean, I prayed to it and then got attacked by 20 zombies, which I
You didn't gain
guess...
anything?
No.
She kind of just looks at you and smiles. Okay.
No, we didn't gain anything.
Make me a deception check.
I'm assuming Kilroy fucking told her.
I mean, you don't know. Let me roll hers. So what is her perception?
Critical failure.
Oh no! Is that the second one tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, she beats you.
Damn it.
She kind of just look at you and kind of smiles, and she kind of
this
like
bigger rucksack you're carrying.
Then I go,
no,
okay.
actually, she kind of just looks at you and smiles as she looks across the room to Nox, who is still standing by this table with all this shit splayed out.
Yeah, my base, my freaking shield.
And Nox
cool,
Nox right now is like fucking like biting on like a piece of gold or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's...
And she kind of like
okay. Okay, fine. Yes, we found some stuff.
She kind of looks around and she kind of walks over and she's gonna kind of step over the wire and kind of go, "What'd you find?"
Well, I found this mace.
Nice. And she kind of like swings around and makes this like strong whooshing noise. She goes, "That's pretty nice." She sets
I got
down.
this little shield, which isn't the same shield that I found. They burned the other one. But
she kind of looks at it and kind of goes, "This is a nice shield."
Yeah, the other one came in handy. It was really useful when we were...
Well, that's a fencing buckler, just so you know. Actually, you're allowed. Just so you know, you're allowed to carry those around as long as you don't look too conspicuous.
Well...
What, a mace?
I kind of pointed myself...
No, not the mace.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, you could carry the mace, but generally, I mean, she kind of like leans down on two elbows on the counter. I mean, you kind of got the... In general, and she kind of looks around, I mean, I could carry it around. But you two... I mean, you do look a little more official now that you're out of those rags. And she kind of points to you, Uthred.
Oh, yeah, well, what did the clothes I get look like?
You didn't get any clothes.
I thought
they drug you out.
They drug you out, remember?
No, what is it, the, lady, I guess she didn't ever give me any clothes. I asked her for some.
Oh, she said sure, and she said, okay, well, we'll take care of that.
Oh, I guess, okay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no one really trusts someone of my mudblood, basically. We always look conspicuous.
Goes, why do you always say that, though? She kind of like leaning down on two elbows, and she's like just picking through like the coins on the table.
Hey, wait, so it's the coins on the table?
Hey, what do you think you're doing with those coins?
She's not trying to steal them, she's like playing with them.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Well,
and she kind of looks at you, and she goes, "Oh, like I need the money."
Oh, I didn't say that, so she's not looking at me.
No, she's looking at Nox.
I'm sure you don't, but still.
She kind of looks down, and she goes, "Where'd you get that?" And she points down at the ring.
It was on the ground in the tomb.
It's a nice ring.
Do you know what it's made of?
She kind of like looks at it and kind of like picks it up and like holds it up, and she goes, she could actually maybe figure out what it is.
She's educated. Richard still can't freaking read.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, she
Uhtred can't read, so...
She kind of looks at it up in the eyes and goes, "Where did you find this?"
In the tombs.
She kind of sets it back down. That's old, ancient siren jewelry.
Oh.
That's worth a lot.
I kind of elbow Nox. I was like, "See, buddy, I told you."
She kind of looks back up at you. What's with you always? I mean, you mentioned that you're a mudblood a lot.
Well, I've found great kindness from vampires here, but the ones in Crossroads, it's well, the area I come from is we kind of always just get looked at if we're in the wrong area. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I get that. But What? What's with you? I mean, and she kind of and again, I'm sorry, I punched you.
Oh, it's fine. I have a habit of
And
being a
did you
dick and
tattle
getting
on
punched in
me?
the face.
She looks at you.
No,
So
that
my
wasn't
mom
me.
figured it out.
That was Felix.
Actually, oh, do you remember who it was who tattled? It was Commander
Yeah,
Royce.
it was Felix.
No, it was Commander Royce.
Oh no, but Felix tattled to Commander Royce.
That's true. And
Felix told Commander Royce. She said she'd speak to your mom. I said no, don't worry about it.
She kind of
And
looks at you and goes, she kind of wears that. It's fine. I don't know. She kind of looks down. She kind of like looks over her shoulder back out to like towards like outside towards the door. She goes, I don't like those fucking racists who make such a big deal of it. I mean, Kilroy's great and he's a mudblood. So as far as I'm concerned, I had a bad day, and you were mouthing off about one of my friends. So. Or you were insinuating that I didn't care about mudbloods, and that is...
It's okay. It's water under the bridge.
She kind of is picking around and playing around with this ring. Do you mind if I try it on?
You're gonna give it
and
back, right?
She already puts it on, and she looks at it, and she kind of looks at it and goes, it's a weird ring. And she begins to try to take it off, but she can't.
Oh no.
Yeah, you dick.
She goes, what's wrong with your ring?
I mean, I don't know. That didn't wear it. Try spitting on it.
She kind of like ties her hair back in a second, just like spits a big loogie on her hand, and begins like pulling as hard as she can, and you see like she is legit being strong as like you feel like the tension in her arms as he rips, and she drags and it finally yanks off after her, and she's like kind of breathing hard, and she kind of like sets the ring down and goes, "Jeez."
Okay. Note to self: don't ever put the ring on.
She kind of looks at it. How much you want for it?
You want it after it wouldn't come off?
She looks at it. Well, I got it off. Sets it back down on the counter.
You about took your finger off.
Oh, that wouldn't even matter if I did. She kind of shakes her hand off, and now her hand...
What do you mean it wouldn't matter?
So if you look at her hand right now, her finger that she's yanking on is like all like bruised and like purple.
Yeah, what do you mean it wouldn't matter if you did?
She kind of shakes her hand. She goes, "Kilroy hasn't told you?"
Told me what? He doesn't really tell us much about
she
you.
Kind of holds up her hand. She goes. He doesn't talk about me.
I mean, he does, but he doesn't
go into great detail.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
He kind of talks to himself about you.
Does?
Yeah.
Does he talk in his sleep still?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't heard anything. I know he gets up before I do, which is weird because, like, for me to get to the workhouse, I'd have to be up at like 4:30. So.
Yeah, he kind of scratches her like shoulder. Well, on some days he'll get up that early because he'll go over to the clinic and he goes and donates blood for me. She kind of like looks down, and as you are, she's kind of like looking at her hand on the table right now, and as like her big like bruised finger, slowly the purple's just fading off of her finger.
So he gives you his blood.
Well, I've been drinking Kilroy's blood since the island. Since a while.
Oh.
She kind of looks at you. He hasn't told you any of this?
No, he hasn't.
She kind of looks at both of you. Well,
I don't like to pry into his business as much. I mean, he's already doing us a great kindness. I don't want to make him feel like he has to tell us his whole life story unless he wants to.
She kind of looks around. Kilroy, he's not the best at, making friends, and I'm partly to blame for that, but you all seem to care about him. and
I mean, you should have seen him down there with the 2 daggers. He's freaking crazy.
Oh, she kind of leans over. I know he can. You should have seen him before he got all sick.
So I heard he got attacked. Is that why he's sick?
She kind of rubs her hair over her ears and goes, "Yeah, that was last summer. She kind of looks back over the door. Has Kilroy told you at all what he's got? I don't.
No, he hasn't told me what he has.
Nah.
Look, Kilroy. She kind of catches her breath and like here she goes. Kilroy's got shards.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
It's what we talked about last time with Vince's like.
No, I know that, but I meant that was in my character.
She kind of looks at you and goes.
I go. I see.
Nox, you legit don't know what he has, do you?
Yeah.
I don't. I go. I see. That would mean something to me if I knew what shards was.
The only thing you've heard about shards is there was like some like big like problem on the Isle of Crest where like an entire village was wiped out because of shards. She kind of like leans.
That's true. I did live in the capital.
Do I know what they are?
Everyone has a tertiary knowledge. It's this disease that it's kind of like this like boogeyman disease because what it is you only can get infected from it by there are monsters that deliberately don't kill people. And they stick you with this weird, long, like, it depends on the monster. Some of them have them built into it, some of them don't. But these, like, strange things that they stab you with. And when you do, you get infected with the shards. And shards, it's not transmissible. And from what you guys the general thing is, it's a death sentence. And it is considered the most excruciating way to die possible. And it's terminal. And kind of Vex kind of leans there and she's kind of tearing up. And she goes, Kilroy. Well.
Can I roll a sleight of hand for while she's distracted putting the ring back into my freaking
Sure, go ahead.
purse?
I mean, she's got a 5 perception, so be my guess.
I mean, it's his ring. I don't know why you're trying to roll.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to sleight of hand it. It's your ring.
He's just trying to stack up sleight of hand points.
No, I already got 2.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you beat her. So you kind of as she's like confused and like kind of like crying about this, she kind of goes, "Last summer, me and Luck went to this small old lake. We just wanted to get out of the castle. It was his idea, and he's so adventurous. And we went out, and I don't really like swimming. I'm not very good at it, but I was trying to impress him or whatever, I guess. And well, went to this secluded pond and we swam. And she kind of texted, Kilroy always is following me around, and he was following me around that day. He doesn't know tons of other people his age, so also he kind of looks. She kind of looks. If you don't know, Kilroy is completely in love with me. She kind of rolls her eyes.
I go, yeah, I picked up on that the first moment I met him.
She kind of looks down at her hands and goes, yeah, he really does.
So is Luck like?
I'm his betrothed.
Well, no offense, but he comes off as an arrogant prick sometimes.
Oh, he is.
Oh, okay. I was kind of afraid you were going to punch me in the face again.
No, he is, but I think you're a bit of an arrogant prick, and I quite like you. She kind of like smiles at you.
I mean, fair enough. I can definitely be an arrogant prick sometimes. I'm working on it, though.
Yeah.
Let's say that again.
We all can work on it. She kind of like, I probably can't talk anyways. But we went out swimming, and
well, I mean, I'd be arrogant. I'd be even more arrogant if I was like going to be queen. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
She kind of looks. You would think, right? I don't know. I think people of your status tend, and no offense, but you think it's all fun and games. She kind of like looks down at her hands. It's.
She's looking for the fucking ring again.
No, she's
it's
not.
like the. Oh, good. Okay.
She's not looking for the ring, Jake.
She really wants.
Jake is like a fucking like
so
rat with his money.
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid this fucking ring is like from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid she's gonna go savage and kill us over the ring.
She kind of looks down at the ground and goes, but I don't really like swimming. Ever since the island, I just don't. Water isn't my thing. But I know how to swim. My dad made me learn, and made Kilroy learn. So Kilroy was following us around that day, and Luck kind of likes Kilroy. But he's also, he doesn't really see Kilroy as competition, since like I'm definitely, our being married is part of a peace treaty that's 50 years old, so it's happening, I guess, or whatever. But we went out swimming, and we swam, and Kilroy was swimming with us, and then we felt something grabbing at our feet, and I thought it was just kelp or, I don't know, stuff in lakes, but then it started to drag us down, and it was a trench lurker, if you know what that is. Taps the box. Me and do you not know what a trench lurker is? This weird like tentacle thing. It sits at the bottom of lakes, and it'll drag people down, and it likes to infect people with shards. It's one of the ones that does it the most. Me and Kilroy swam and got back to shore, but Luck got caught, and she kind of looks down at her leg, almost like remembering something. I got messed up so bad, I was barely conscious. Kilroy he'd only gotten stung once or twice. I couldn't move, and she kind of like looks down at the table. Anyways.
So how do you not have shards?
Oh, it doesn't. It only if it drags you down to the bottom. Looks down. The other day when you said I didn't give crap about the common people are lower than me, she kind of looks at you and kind of eyeballs you. You gotta understand that Luck, he's gonna be High King, and you don't understand how many lives depended on him not dying. She kind of looks down at the thing. She begins to cry and weep. I asked Kilroy to go back and get him because I couldn't. She kind of wipes her eyes, and he did. But it got him instead. She kind of looks at you. That's when you said that the other day. I gave up my person for people that I don't even know that aren't even born yet. So when you said that, it just, and he's not even angry at me. I wish he would just hate me for it.
He doesn't hate you because he loves you.
I know, and she kind of smashes her fist on the table.
Oh, okay.
She kind of rolls her eyes.
Your dad's pretty cool.
She kind of laughs. She kind of laughs. She's gonna chuckles at this
switch the conversation.
She goes.
Jab him in the side at an elbow.
She goes, yeah, he's pretty cool. Ugh. She kind of leans up from the table. I'm sorry.
Just go ahead. Sorry.
My point is that, Kilroy isn't gonna be here forever. She kind of looks down, and I'm so glad that he's found some friends. She kind of looks down. Look, we should go check on him. I wanted to say, if you guys just please watch him for me. He gets like that sometimes. And
I will, for sure.
It scares me.
I know what it's like to lose someone, so...
Yeah, me too.
She kind of nods her head and just kind of wipes her eyes and goes, well, can't become Amon, right?
Yeah, Amon or something.
Wait,
I know
who's
you
Amon?
don't like religion, but that's one of the things I meant that I liked. She kind of like cracks a
No,
smile.
I just don't really understand the whole Amon thing too well.
It's just like saying, are you a monster? You know what Amon is, right? She looks to the both of you.
I mean, I do now.
The fallen bright. I mean, you were in the church, for God's sakes.
Yeah, this chick, Sarah, went on and on about the pictures, and then the priest handed me a pamphlet. I can't even read, so it was useless.
She kind of leans back. You should probably learn how to do that.
Yeah, I probably should, I guess.
I'm gonna go check on Kilroy. Thanks for watching out for him. And if anything ever happens or anything, you guys can just come to me. And like, she kind of like looks around, like I mean, I'm quite important. She kind of laughs. Just I know it's made him really happy to have some friends. Anyways, and she kind of like just steps back, and you can keep the ring. Where? And she looks down at the table, and it's not there anymore. She goes, oh, well, she goes, it's been nice talking to you too, and this, I didn't see any of this. She kind of like turns around and begins to walk out.
When she walks out the doors, go, dude, I thought she was going to narc on us. Or on me for grave robbing.
Yeah, I was a little concerned there too. Especially when the ring almost took her finger off.
Well, she said it wouldn't matter, so we could have just chopped her finger off.
She never really explained that, did she?
No, but I'm guessing it's something to do with Kilroy's blood.
Yeah.
So, Kilroy told us that he didn't really remember what happened, but that he saved Vex from someone and then she hit him over the head with a rock. I bet you she sucked his blood against his will at first.
Hmm.
Huh.
You think so?
I do. I bet you we could use it as leverage or something. There's always an angle, Nox.
There is always an angle. You got me there.
Can I roll perception to see if I can hear them coming back in?
Sure, go ahead. What the heck did I draw?
Wait, who's coming back in?
I just want to see if I can hear them coming back in so we stop talking about leverage against the princess.
Oh. Why would they come back in?
I don't know.
Okay.
You do not hear anybody coming in.
Why did I get attacked by 20 monsters? The world is crazy.
It's a cruel, cruel world. Okay. Yes, you guys are just chilling there.
So,
I mean, if you guys are gonna do anything, then you guys can just go to bed.
do you want? Yeah, we'll just sleep and wake up in the morning.
Yeah, because it's like about 9 o'clock right now. Let's say.
I'm gonna drag. So you mind if I sleep down there with you? More people guarding that little hole, the better.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
You're
I said
the only
no.
other person here.
Oh, that's true. I guess there are other oh shit, I hit back again. Whoops. Stand guard with me?
Yeah, I noticed you sleeping back here for the past couple days. I'm assuming it's because of all that money.
I thought you meant for the whole building. Yeah, that sounds good. That's alright.
I moved my stuff back down over here. I set up kind of like in this little vantage point so I can see anyone coming in. So
yeah, you guys can go ahead and go to sleep, and about like 10 minutes later, you see kind of Kilroy kind of walk in, and he's kind of looks like he's got some dirt on him, and he just looks like fucking calm. Kind of weird. Yeah. And he kind of doesn't even look at you guys, and he's gonna make his way up the stairs.
Hey, you doing all right there, man?
Kind of like just stops and like looks at both of you, and looks down and goes, buried Koyo.
He buried himself.
Kilroy's like Koyo in the sky.
Hey, Kilroy dies.
And he kind of just says, I buried Koyo. And he's gonna go ahead and turn up and walk upstairs.
Well, damn. Okay.
And he's hunker down for the night. Cool. So, yeah, you guys go ahead and sleep. Both of you guys can gain a destiny point for good RP.
Nice.
Since I do them at the end of the days. And
yeah.
Let me look at some stats here, because Jake, you're probably not gonna get a stat today since I already gave you a stat. But no, it's good. I need to think about what stat if you deserve a stat.
I already got a stat yesterday.
When I was trying to paste a destiny point, I forgot that it was the the brass grapefruit.
Nox, gain a perception.
You pasted
Actually,
the brass.
have you though? Not
Yeah.
really. You don't really deserve a perception point.
I
don't really.
I don't really. Nah, I failed all of my rolls today. I think,
Yeah.
except for my deception, but I don't think I have enough.
No.
I don't think I've done enough deception still.
No, I don't think so. Yep. So yep. You guys go ahead and you sleep in, and bright and early the next morning, you guys kind of wake up.
I only stream twice tonight.
Yeah. So actually, real quick, 1 second. I might drag you over into the. Actually, for right now, we'll just say so. Nox, as you're kind of sitting there and you're kind of hunkered, and you kind of look back towards the box, towards the that's kind of guarding your little stash, and look over to Uhtred, who's just like passed out and kind of like bundled up in his like new coat and like this moving blanket. For a second, you kind of hear a noise and you hear a slight jingle.
I hear a jingle.
You hear a slight jingle out of the corner of your hearing.
My eyes widen and I slowly get up, cautiously, looking to where I think the jingle came from, but it's dark. I sneak over to Uhtred and say, Uhtred, get up. I think there might be someone here.
I jolt up, and like out comes like 2 daggers. Like I had my hands on them.
You should sleep with them.
Yes. Yes. 2 people. All right.
Oh shit.
Let's go investigate. I'm here to take names and kick ass.
And I'm all out of names.
And I'm all out of names. So, do we see anything?
Kick bubblegum.
You guys, both of you make me a perception check.
Damn it. I better roll fucking good this time.
Yeah, let's hope. Alright. Again! Oh my gosh!
1 second.
Dude, that's 3!
What the
2
hell?
of them were 4 rolls. Crit fails.
Damn, that's...
Oh my gosh, dude.
We're about to get fucked up.
Dude.
I passed mine with 2.
Well, you don't know if you passed it. I never told you.
Oh, well, that's true.
You guys look and guys don't really see anything. Actually, the kind of wire and everything is still.
I'm gonna move up to here. Do I see anything now?
Nope.
How about now?
Nope. You don't see anything, Jake.
I swear I heard a jingle. It sounded just like the bell.
Well, the wires are still here. Let me go check the door. Door's closed. You think maybe they went upstairs?
Oh shit. Yeah, and I quickly, as quick as I can, try and hurry up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to kind of run upstairs and go ahead and make me another perception check.
I fucking swear. That's better. I didn't fail it. Didn't crit fail it.
Get on my level, son.
So you guys look around and once again, you guys look around and you guys don't see anything in particular.
I'm gonna go keep my eye on the stuff downstairs. I'm kind of like standing in the stairway.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna cut.
Is there any candles or something I could light around?
You don't have your lantern.
No, but like,
so
Kilroy just doesn't have a way to keep his place lit at night.
He does. He doesn't have all the lanterns everywhere.
Well, where are the lanterns located?
Where are they? Yeah.
Probably up where people most usually sleep.
Knox, go grab a lantern real quick.
I'll go up and grab a lantern.
I walk over to my rucksack, grab my matches.
Okay.
All right, bring the lantern here. I light the lantern.
So, 1 second. Where are you guys?
We're on the
stairway.
So, as you guys kind of peer across the kind of dark emptiness, illuminated once again, and Nox, by the way, you have dark vision. Uthra does not.
I think I forgot about that. Yeah. Did I write that down?
You guys don't see anything.
Let me write down that real quick. I completely forgot I had that.
Yeah,
actually.
You should have night vision.
Is it night vision like up to a distance, or is it just night vision?
Huh?
Does
you
night
can write
vision
it as you can write it as a proficiency if you'd like. It's not really a magic power, but it's kind of like an ability.
No, I meant like as a distance, like in D&D. It's like.
Oh, we don't do distance.
Got it. I was just night vision. Got it.
Is there another lantern up there?
Up top?
Yeah.
Wait, is it called night vision or dark vision?
It's up to you.
Night vision's fine.
I think night vision's better. Because it's not really like you can't see in complete darkness. By the way, it's like you need some ambient light in order to see, but you can just see.
Oh, I also forgot, Jack. This is did I still retain Helena's diary?
You did.
It was in my backpack.
Diary. Yes, you did. You did.
I need to put that on my.
You can't read.
I know, but I can have people that can read.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of standing there on the stairway, yeah, you guys don't see anything.
I'm gonna go check our stash. If I were someone, I'd try to get them separated so I could take all their shit.
So as you begin to go inspect the wall,
stay and look this way.
Nox, as you're looking over this way.
Yeah, I'm looking like out towards the main room while he's checking out the stash.
Okay, just for a brief second, you see something kind of walk around. And for a second it turns towards you, and as her hair turns, you hear the jingle of bells in her hair as she kind of looks at you and walks behind a box and disappears.
Do I
heard the bells again.
This figure?
I mean, you would.
You did. My eyes. I have this face of realization, and then I say, I turn to him and say, I think it might be a false alarm.
I heard the bells again. Are you sure?
You didn't hear it the second time.
Oh, okay. You sure it was a false alarm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a false alarm.
Okay, then keep the lantern down here just in case, as I put the lantern down and I blow it out. And I go back and lay back down, sheath my daggers again, and go to sleep.
Put the boys away.
Put the boys. Yeah, so you guys sleep, you guys wake up early the next morning.
I'm up.
Sure. You guys can wake up early if you want to, or
Actually, I'm gonna sleep in. I had a long day.
yeah, okay. So you guys sleep into like 9 or 10.
I'm also gonna sleep in, yeah.
Yeah, you guys take a long rest, and as you guys do, the only thing that wakes you guys up is your grumbling stomachs, as you guys haven't eaten it.
I wake up and go, man, I'm fucking hungry.
And by the way, you guys can just go buy food. Like, it won't cost you anything. It's like, that's how a commerce point works.
Okay.
A commerce point is like a representation of like what you could buy. It's almost more like these are things that are within my means.
I wake up and kind of nudge Knox and go, hey man, you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
Let's go get some food.
Go get some bread.
I'm gonna pack up my shit, put my cap on, have my daggers on, and I'm ready to roll.
Let's get some
Real
bread,
quick before
gamers.
we go out, add a character. I need to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be
You're
back.
good. I'm gonna use it real quick.
Oh, that's a good spot to
Actually,
stop.
go ahead. I got something I wanna. You do that. This give me a chance to set something up.
All right.
And what do I want to do? That. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. Okay. You fun, Jake?
I am.
You guys have learned things. You've acquired better clothes.
Yes, I have.
Brown, yellow jacket.
Got a freaking...
Yeah, you guys can go west if you want.
I probably will do a crest. I'm afraid this ring is like the Ring of Power, Jack.
Power
from Lord of the Rings.
What's its actual name? God. That's like its elven
Yeah.
name.
I think it is called the Ring of Power, isn't it?
It is, but it has an elven name also.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's what this ring is. I mean, there was a reason it was in a room full of magical pool of blood and a chained up fucking coffin.
Whatever you say, boss.
There's a reason it was there, Jack. I don't know what it was, but I'll find out.
So I'm just trying to set up this. We're gonna go get food.
I don't know. I might need to go get some of that delicious bread. Did you have to delete Super Cage's token?
I deleted his character. I did not delete his token.
Oh.
I did not delete Pimp Slickback. You can still, you should probably copy.
You didn't delete Joe Exotic either.
I did. There are some of them I saved onto, but I need to delete them all.
I will save Pimp Slickback and I'll copy him. I want to know why Vex wanted that ring so bad.
That's a good question, Jake.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Nox, I know this place with the best bread.
Yeah?
We should go there. It was pretty cheap, too.
Alright, sounds good. You had me at cheap.
Okay.
Now we roll to see who's the mascot. Maybe I'll actually be mascot for once.
Both you boys.
Nah, I'm always the mascot
Always
if I'm
mascot.
here.
Damn it!
He's not wrong.
Oh, he got a 9. Oh.
Fuck. I am the mascot, always.
I am the mascot now.
I'm the mascot of this campaign now. Goodbye, Jake. Any last words, Trid?
Well, this is my last word. The only time I was a character token mascot was when I was in a solo session.
This is true. Okay. You're over there, and
I'm going to lead the way because I know where it is.
okay. So you begin to make your way back through the Diligence District, which is again hard at work. Large piece of lumber and other things are being moved in here. You can see ships being built. You can see what appears to be like granary mills and stuff, and all kinds of industrial processes happening. You make your way down here. Oh, geez, you got thin. And you guys make your way down the street, and it's like Nox, you're really feeling the chill right now, as you still haven't gotten any better clothing. You could have put on Jake's jumpsuit if you wanted to.
Does he still? They gave him the jumpsuit back.
I mean, he walked out with the jumpsuit on.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Well, do you want to make a pit stop and see if the church is open?
Yeah.
So as you guys are around the corner in Serrano Square in the morning, you hear extra extra as this kid that you fucked with the other day is
Yeah.
standing there, and he's got this piece of paper, and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's you again. Get out of here. I've got papers to sell.
You get out of here.
Your ugly face will drive off the customers."
It was better than your shriveled up voice.
He goes, "I've been complimented a lot on my voice."
By what, your grandma?
No, by the boss.
The boss.
Who's your boss?
He kind of looks around and he goes, "Well, I work for the newspaper."
And?
Which
Who's your boss?
The Redwall Times.
Oh, lame.
Kind of looks at you two and goes, "What do you mean it's not lame?"
You sit here on a box selling newspapers. It's kind of lame.
He kind of looks at you. Well, you wouldn't know anything about it, poor kid.
I kind of pull out my money bag and go yeah.
Kind of looks at you and kind of oogles it and goes, "Where'd you get all that?"
And
Try not being poor.
yeah, just don't be poor. Even though we're both really poor, we're just bullying. How old is this kid?
As soon as we acquire any amount of wealth, we immediately start.
How old is this kid?
This is how the middle class.
He looks like he's like 12 or 11.
And I say, "Now don't be getting no ideas," and I lift my shirt up.
Yo, he's standing there. He goes,
Showing
and,
off
hops up the box
kid.
and picks up all the newspapers on the ground and picks up his little box and begins just break away in a sprint and run off.
That's pretty fucking funny.
As you turn around, you see two
off.
guards begin to walk their way across the square as they see you lift up your coat.
We enter the church. We enter the church.
As you approach the church, you see that there are a couple guards outside, and the church is actually closed right now. And you see various plague doctors out around, milling about out front, carrying out things. And you see these guys that they're garbed in white. They don't look like acolytes, though. But
they're
garbed in white, but they have heavy plate mail on and stuff.
They're the Inquisition.
Inquisitor.
And as you guys kind of walk up, one of the guys kind of looks at you, and goes, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we were coming in for some. He needs some
This
clothes.
place has the Spore.
We heard there was clothes.
Oh yeah.
There are no clothes.
Yeah, I know
stupid.
it has the Spore.
Move back. And he goes ahead and shoves who's the closest.
Probably me, since I'm the one getting the clothes.
He's gonna palm you in your chest and shove you back on your butt.
Hey, what gives, man?
I said, "Step back, citizen."
Jeez, just wanted some clothes.
as you talk again, so he snaps his finger. As he does, his hand right now. So his gauntlet, which he's not. By the way, he's not wearing any he's got like just like a glove on, and his fingertips are exposed. As he clicks his fingers, and what are his fingers? Burst into flames and burn down to the bone as this fire is crackling off his fingers, and he's like. It looks like a Ghost Rider skeleton hand in his hand, and he looks at you and goes, "Citizen, remove yourself from the premises immediately. You are disrupting the business of the Empire of Angeland." And he points towards you, and you see this like orb of fire like crackling out of his fingers.
Yeah, I back off. I start to back off.
And the guard behind him goes, "Jeez, don't! What are you doing?" And this other guy, he kind of flicks his finger off, and he turns back to the guard, and they begin talking. And this other guard kind of seems like that was excessive, but this guy in full white, as you guys are walking away, you hear him like shouting the fuck out of this guard, like drill sergeanting him. And this guard like stands at attention and stuff and conceal that. But the guards that are walking across the square that saw you guys pull your daggers, like flash the kid, they're still walking over to you.
I didn't do anything.
And they're gonna,
I didn't shit.
We're gonna try to lose them in the crowd.
Jake, what would be a perception check about who these guys are?
Oh no, it's Tom! Yes! I love Tom. Oh wait, hold on, I have 4.
Yeah, big one. Actually, you recognize me. Yeah, so walking across, you see the dynamic duo, Ron and Tom, coming up. And actually, Jake, I actually have pictures for them now.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Where are their pictures? Where'd I put them? Where'd I put them? Yeah, they're here. Did I lose them? I made them.
You made pictures for Tom and Ron.
I found pictures for them. Here we go.
Well, I fucking ruined Tom's life.
So here's Tom the gambler.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't see him.
Like a gambler.
Yes!
And here's Ron the wise.
Ron the wise.
Who doesn't gamble?
Very cool.
Nice.
He's a champ.
And they kind of walk over to you two, and they go, "Oh, well, looky what we got here." Kind of looks. How you doing, Ufred?
Hey. How you doing, Tom?
I'm pretty good. Did you just threaten that kid with those knives?
No.
Because that's what I saw, didn't you, Ron? And Ron kind of looks at you and kind of like looks back at Tom and goes, "I did see that."
Did you, though?
Yes. I'll have to confiscate those weapons.
Nah.
Oh, shit.
He kind of like steps
I
forward.
got a proposition for you, Tom.
See, Ronnie's gonna try to do it again. It's not gonna work this time, kiddo. Well, let me hear your proposition.
How about I give you my 8 copper, all the 8 copper back? Or we can play a game of chance.
No, I'm done with all of that. And Ron kind of puts a hand on his shoulder. You are done with all that, right? And Tom goes, yeah, of course. But hypothetically, what would this game of chance be?
Dice.
What, are you scared?
I'm not scared. You've
What,
just
are you
gotten lucky,
chicken?
and you're a cheater.
I'm not a cheater. Lady Luck has just been on my side, Tom.
I happen to know this man Uhtred here, and he is the most upstanding citizen I've ever met.
See?
He would never cheat.
I'm assuming that you are like smiling because that's a lie.
Do you guys know Kilroy and Lady Vex?
Kind of looks. He goes.
You know the prince.
You mean
princess?
Vexilia Redguard? You need to refer to Her Highness in the correct terminology.
Well, she told me I could call her Vex.
No, she didn't.
Nox, didn't she? As we spoke to her last night.
Oh yeah, at Kilroy's.
Yeah, I saved Kilroy from certain deaths not too long ago. Oh, he's just some really close friends with the royal family. That's all.
Kind of looks above you. Dice, you said. Well, see, I'll go ahead and take those daggers anyways. But see,
that's not playing. That's not playing dice. That's not playing a game of chance, though. If you're gonna just take it, there's nothing to stop you from leaving.
I don't need an opportunity to take. You've already given me probable cause to take it. I'll take my.
What? You're trusting that 12-year-old boy?
No, I saw it with my own 2 eyes. If you don't hand over the weapon, citizen, I'll be forced to detain you. As he kind of like stamps his kind of man catcher on the ground. But I will do you this: give me the knife now.
Okay, I hand him one of the knives. He doesn't know I have the second one. I just showed one.
Now this game of chance.
How about
like I look
up?
Let's go back and deal this out, because I have a pair of dice myself now that I like to roll. Come on.
Oh, do you?
Yes. And he's gonna
go. So,
go.
who am I speaking to, Ron or Tom?
You're speaking to Tom. Tom's the gambler.
Okay.
And Ron's kind of looking and goes, "Tom, you didn't. I told you no more dice." And Tom kind of looks at him and goes, "Oh, don't worry this time, Ron. I think Lady Luck will smile on me today." As kind of walks you guys will walk into an alley. And they kind of like peek around, and like Ron's out front, kind of looking like worried and concerned.
Well, can I see the dice first? Because from what it sounds like, you have weighted dice.
Oh, what do you mean? What weighted dice?
Can I roll perception on the dice? Can I feel them then?
He goes in and brings it out to you, and he hands them to you. Go ahead and make me a perception check. These don't seem weighted to you.
Hold on.
And destiny point.
But what's the skill level on that challenge? You
I don't have to tell you.
He doesn't have to. He does.
Not on perception checks.
Have to.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Just not for perception?
Well, because that way, like, there's sometimes I make you make checks and there's nothing there. Because I just try to fuck with you guys.
Oh. Roll a difficulty 8 perception check for me.
Well, it wouldn't be that difficult to tell they're weighted if
but you can't.
I have them in my hands.
You messed up. They don't seem weighted to you.
Well, is it can I do...
So in character, you believe... You look them over, they don't appear to be weighted.
Well, what do you want to ante up?
Kind of looks... You're gold. So what is that? So Jake, how many commerce points is that?
I have 1 commerce point, 8 gold, 8...
whatever. And he kind of looks at you and goes, that's a nice jacket. A little small, actually. And looks, I kind of like your...
I just got this hat. My other one got burned.
I know. Oh, you got burned? How? I can tell it's a new hat.
Oh, well, the Spore, you see. Your knife, I used it to kill all the Spore people.
Oh, really? Well, that's... he kind of looks
the
down
one you're holding.
Knife.
The one you're holding right now.
Kind of looks at it and he kind of like goes, I'll bet the knife. And for your hat.
You probably have to go get checked for a Spore, because I definitely didn't turn that into them after I used it.
He kind of looks at you and he looks back to Ron and he goes, Ron, you said that those guys escorted some kids out of the cathedral. And Ron kind of goes,
yeah, that was me.
Well, if that's the case, then they would have disinfected you. I think you're lying.
Well, not if I put the knife in my bag.
Even then, I kind of looks around.
Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah, that's gonna be a level. I'm gonna make that a very difficult task because he's been told by other people, and he's quite familiar with they're really anal about the plague. It's gonna be a very difficult task, which is I believe a level 5. Ooh, things are getting more difficult now, boys. Kind of looks at you and he goes, I don't buy it. I'll bet the knife for the hat. I could use something. You see, my head gets a bit cold these days. Helmet. That looks sharp. I could wear that out on a date.
Are you married?
No. Me, I'm a bachelor. Go ahead, Uhtred. Aren't you ready to gamble? Lady Luck's always on your side.
I never said she was always on my side.
He goes, well, go ahead. You want to play or not?
What kind of game of dice are we playing?
What is he anteing? Is this just for coin?
He's anteing up the dagger.
Oh, the knife. That's right. Yeah.
But see, the funny thing is, I could just go buy another Bollock dagger for 8 copper pieces back at Asher's arm.
That was worth 2. Remember, because that's technically an adequate weapon. It's not a fine weapon, but it's an adequate weapon. Remember, you only got it for one.
I feel like Jack's trying to screw me out of my hat here.
You were happy to see Tom, I thought, Jake.
It's true, because I thought I was going to swindle him again, but obviously he has weighted dice, Jack.
I mean,
obviously he's getting some sleight of hand.
I mean, no, very obviously.
You can think that he does, but you can't tell that they are.
And
he's gonna look at you and go, "Here, Uhtred, do you want to go ahead and roll first?"
Sure.
Does it hands you the dice? So, what was the game? Best out of. You want to do best out of? Let's do best out of 5.
Well, what was?
And the game was double 5s, automatic win. Otherwise, highest number wins.
Okay. So, what do I roll for this, Jack?
2d6.
2d6?
Yep. Are you trying to finesse this at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my sleight of hand.
Okay. What are you trying? So, what are you trying to aim? What are you trying to get them to do?
Can I use a destiny point? I'm trying to just get double 5s.
Yep, double 5s. Okay.
Can I go ahead and tell you I want to use a destiny point for an automatic win?
No, you got to declare that afterwards. You can use one beforehand to make 3s a success. Yeah, you only get 1 success.
Hold on, so 1.
And just so you know,
I'll go ahead and use all
4, as these dice
I'll
don't
go ahead
quite
and use.
bounce in your face.
Wait. Both people are using the same weighted dice.
Yep.
That doesn't.
Let me go ahead and use all 4 of my destiny points.
What? Okay.
To make that double 5s.
Well, you succeed.
Oh my gosh.
So, So this is gonna count for your first couple rolls. So then go ahead and make me roll your dice. Actually, no.
Oh, wait,
what do you want them to be?
Wait a second. Oh, you said it was just a 1 roll, right?
No, I'm gonna because if you get a 5, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna let you use that for a couple rolls.
Oh, okay, so like I can use that sleight of hand that I win for the next couple rolls.
Yeah, for the next couple, but like you'll probably have to make one other sleight of hand check to manipulate it one more time. Because it's best of 5.
Well, it's...
Jake's scared.
Hold on. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. But for 5 rolls, that would be wins all time. Is whoever wins the most out of 5.
So if you win 3, you win. If you win 3 in a row.
Yeah. So if I win 3 in a row, I'm using 4 destiny points. I win the next 5 rolls in a row.
Go ahead. What do you want your first roll to be?
Because what you're saying. So if I use destiny points in the sleight of hand,
you already have. But yeah, for the next 3 rolls, I'll let you do whatever you want.
Okay, my first roll is going to be double 5s.
Okay, go ahead. So you go ahead and throw your dice, and they feel kind of a little bit like they actually feel pretty normal to you, which is weird because you're trying to feel them out for any inconsistency, and you throw them and you land your double 5s again, and Uhtred goes, "Oh, would you look at that, double 5s?" He rolls well, and he goes, "I hate cheaters like you. You know that?" And he goes and rolls it again. And he gets double 5s. Go ahead,
so
roll
I'm
again.
Go ahead and roll again,
we tie
and I'm just going to get.
Nobody wins. Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and roll double 5s.
Yep. And so they come out, and he looks and goes, Ron didn't believe me that you were a cheater, you know that? And he goes in and rolls the dice, and they're double 5s again.
Okay.
But I kept telling him over and over again. He didn't believe me. I mean, what are the chances that both you and me have just rolled those 5s twice? That's got to be like math or something.
Or you're using weighted dice. Or we're using weighted dice.
But you're using weighted dice too.
Because you handed me your dice.
I mean, if they're weighted, then we should just do this forever, right?
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Go ahead and roll again. What, Uhtred, my friend? You seem so stuck up and tight. Where's your looseness? Where's your cool?
Oh, I'm fine. You realize that you're betting with a 14-year-old kid.
I'm
betting
with you, Uhtred.
Who's 14.
Go ahead, make your roll.
I want to roll double
I'm gonna
fives.
love that hat. You roll double fives and looks down and goes, but the problem is it doesn't look quite good on a cheater head like yours. And he goes ahead and rolls it again, and it's double fives.
Hmm.
You see, me and Ron, we talked for a while, and well, I've asked around about you a bit. Mudblood piece of shit, and he spits right in front of you. You think you can just come here and oh, just make the guards look all foolish, take their money.
No, I've only done it to you.
Roll again, then.
Roll double fives.
You can't. You gotta make another. That's 3 rolls. You gotta make another sleight of hand check. Oh my god. Do you have another destiny point? Do you have another destiny? Oh, Jake, that does it. I'm making it easier because you're getting used to these dice.
I don't have a destiny point.
Yeah.
He
So you still pass that.
He kind of looks at you and you roll. So you roll double fives again.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of smiles and kind of like winces and goes, that's really lucky for a cheater like you. And he goes and rolls again, and he rolls double fives again. But he'll run out eventually.
So that's the 5 rolls.
But you guys are tied every single time. Nobody won. He kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh no, actually no. There's one more roll you have to make because we made 3.
Only 4.
And there's one more. You want to roll 5s?
I'm assuming he's just gonna roll 5s no matter what. So
you roll 5s, he rolls 5s. And he goes, well. He kind of looks at you. Maybe.
What an incredible game.
You're the greatest. You're the great. It's not incredible. He's a cheater. Look at him. And he kind of shakes these up in his hand and he spells them out again. And he gets another double 5s. He goes, well, it looks like neither of us won anything. Kind of looks you up and down.
We were both
because we were using weighted dice.
They were both using the same set of dice, right?
Yes, they were.
Okay, so why is he like trying to prove a point if the dice are weighted?
Who knows?
Okay.
Kind of looks at you and kind of scratches his head and goes, well, then I'll just be keeping the dagger unless you want to play again.
Not with these dice, they're weighted.
They're not, and he goes ahead and rolls them.
Yeah, these dice are obviously weighted.
He goes ahead and
Ron,
rolls them.
you're a guard, right? You can tell this
He goes ahead and
man,
rolls them, and it's a 2 and a 5. See? They're not weighted.
This fine gentleman is trying to swindle my friend here by playing dice against him with weighted dice.
Ron goes,
And I'm
I ain't
14.
seen. Ron walks up and inspects the dice, and he goes, citizen, I can tell you that there's nothing. These are not weighted dice at all.
Oh, so it was just 10 double 5s rolled in a row.
Lady Luck, friend, I ain't seen nothing. And he kind of turns around, and Tom kind of looks kind of pissed off. He's gotten the dagger from you, but he's looking at you up and down and goes, well, you then have a nice day, Uhtred, if you're done here. We'll play again someday.
I mean, I guess.
Kind of looks you up and down and goes, he kind of stuff and goes, come on, Ron, we have things to do. And Ron goes,
I mean, unless you want to do flip a coin for it.
Kind of turns around and he goes, kind of looks at you and goes, kind of looks.
He's really struggling here.
And Ron kind of tugs him and goes, Tom, we have to get out the duty. He kind of look as like Ron kind of drags him by his sleeve away. He goes, next time I'll get you, you little piece of shit. And like Ron.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull Uhtred away and say, as they're rounding the corner, I'm gonna be like, what the hell, man? You gotta make it realistic.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know how the hell he was rolling double 5s the whole time.
They were obviously weighted, right?
Oh, 100%.
You don't. But you can think that, but to your hand and you're feeling them, they were not weighted.
I think they were. I don't know though. Sucks that I lost one of my daggers.
You can't win every time.
I mean, he was going to win.
Or else you're gonna know something's up.
Okay, you guys are standing there in the middle of Bright Ward, around the side. So you guys were gambling in Bright Ward.
Yes.
Right next to the cathedral.
Yes, we were.
It's closed to the law.
Yeah.
God no longer has any power over us if the church
No.
is closed.
No.
Damn, now I need to go to my character sheet real quick and take off one of my daggers.
You shouldn't have threatened
And
that
also
kid.
Well, that kid was being a little piece of shit.
Yeah, like actually.
To be fair, you were. Yes, he was. But do you remember what you guys were like saying to each other yesterday
What?
about like the Redwall Ripper and stuff?
Oh yeah, I know, but he wouldn't. But I can't read, so.
Well, I know. That was what happened. Remember?
Yeah, I remember exactly what happened. I just didn't like him.
Yep. What are you guys doing?
Let's go to the bread store.
Yeah, that we decided to.
So as you guys make your way across the street here towards the bread, yeah, you guys come up to the bread store. We're gonna call it Devin's Delights.
Ooh, this place is good bread. I'm gonna walk in and purchase a thing of bread.
The second you open up the door, and there's like a line of people out front, and like there's like about 5 or 6 people in line, and as the door swings open once or twice, you just smell like warm, buttery bread. Ooh, it smells good.
Let's get in line, Utra. This place does sound good, actually.
Okay, we get in line.
So you guys get in line. You guys wait about like 5 minutes, and coming down the stairs, walking down, you see a familiar face, Uhtred.
Do I see Gronk?
To Tom.
It would be nice
Oh
if
my
you saw
God.
Gronk, wouldn't it? But instead
Who
you
is
see
it?
Micah Pinkerton.
Oh, damn it.
Kind of walks around and kind of gets in line behind and goes, "Oh, is that you, little boy?" Kind of leans down and kind of smiles at you.
Yes, sir.
Well, you never came back for more work.
Sir.
I got caught up in the church with Kilroy, and you know those 2 kids they were talking about?
He kind of looks at you. Don't say his fucking name.
Well, we were down in the crypts, and the man whose name the boy's name who I shall not say, and me had to fight like 20 freaking plague, like spore monsters.
And he kind of steps back. Been properly disinfected and all the not.
Of course. I even got another treatment.
Well, if you didn't, those boys from the Inquisition would have incinerated you alive, so I believe you. Love this fucking bread!
This bread is really good.
And you guys kind of walk your way up, and Devin's behind kind of goes, "What can I get you?"
1 loaf of bread, please.
Of course, right here! And he kind of pulls this fresh bread, like this fresh, gigantic loaf of bread out of this like large oven. He goes, and he kind of wraps it up in like this brown paper, and he even goes ahead and, do you want the butter or no butter?
How much is the butter?
No more.
Oh yes, butter, please.
So he goes ahead and like slits the bread down like the lengthwise side of one of it, and he takes like this big old like spatula knife and like smears this big butter inside of it, and he goes chop, and like cuts it into these like thing. He leaves the inner edge of it connected, so it's all hanging together, but you can like tear off a chunk of bread, and he wraps it up in this big bundle of brown paper and goes, "Here you go. Next, Mr. Micah, what can I get for you?" He goes, "The usual." And this guy pulls out this other big loaf of bread, and he goes ahead and he, instead of pulling out butter, he does butter, but then he also does like this like thick red jam. Cuts it, and he wraps it up, and Micah kind of begins to wander back towards front of the store and goes, "You boys are looking for any work?"
Yeah.
Nah, I'm fine for now.
Okay.
What's up with your fucking depressed-looking friend over here? You got a problem?
What did I do to you?
You're just looking at me all funny. What's with the mopey face? It's a good day. You got bread and you got food in your belly. Kind of like steps forward. Is this one of your friends, Uhtred?
Yeah, he is.
You got any talents like your other friends? Like the girl who killed that fucking person? You know, I thought there was something wrong with that bitch. When she was in the office, what?
Is Nox able to tell if this guy's a vampire?
Yeah. He's a vampire. Kind of looks and he goes, you know, I thought
He's got talents like me.
Oh. Kind of looks you up and down. Do you have talents like Uhtred?
Suppose you could say so.
Kind of leans back and he pulls off like this big chunk of the bread with this jam on it and begins like slurping it down. He goes, you know, but he didn't want work, so I can't offer him a job. Look, I don't go looking for people to work for me. They come to me. I'll be upstairs in my office, and if you want to make some money, let me know. You gentlemen have a fine day. And if you talk to the bitch again, tell her she's fucking crazy. Oh, and he kind of begins to walk his way up around this spiral metal staircase up to his office.
You have a fine day as well, sir, as I give him a little bit of a bow.
You guys are just downstairs.
Well, I didn't realize it was this kind of work. Now I'm interested, I say to Uhtred.
Yeah, he's the one that got me that job to infiltrate this bathhouse.
Was that the last session that I missed?
Mm-hmm.
You missed 2 sessions, so they went and you want to tell him what his business is, Jake?
Yeah, he's a detective agency.
Oh, well, that was different from what I thought of, but I suppose they're not completely unrelated.
Have you ever heard of in real life, actually, I'm not going to say, that's too close to the nose. You know what I'm talking about, Jake.
Yeah.
Do you? I assume so.
Yes, I know who the Pinkertons are.
Yeah, so Jake knows.
They're freaking ruthless.
I know.
I mean, it's good work. He paid us freaking commerce point, all of us, but freaking split it between me and freaking Felix, even though he didn't do jack shit. I mean, we can go do it if you want.
Sure. He seemed like he had a job for us.
All right, we're gonna walk upstairs then.
Cool. Guys, to the detective agency.
Hey. So, I could keep going a bit longer, but this seems like it's gonna trail off.
Yeah, this will be an actual quest, so we can go ahead and we can
stop for the night.
We're gonna stop before you guys accept the quest because I don't know if next time you guys are actually gonna do it. But there is work there, Jake.
Well, Uhtred probably will do it so he can get a commerce point and go buy a new dagger.
Okay.
Or he'll try to swindle Tom.
We'll cut it off there. Thanks everybody for watching. Sorry it's been a shorter session today, but we're all kind of tired and we don't have the full gang, and so we don't want to get too far ahead. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.